I don't think we ever said our names. I think
I don't think we should. I like the way it was.
But I think we have to be able to address each other.
Yeah, but we could just call each other whatever. I don't feel like, you know how every podcast starts with like, hey, I'm him and he's me. Let's just go. It doesn't even fucking matter.
Well,
like,
it kind of does. It kind of does.
Why?
I feel like we should just have like code names. You'll be K-Dog, and I'll be Guacamole Penis.
Like if we don't address it, it's just not a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if we just never mention it, it's like something. Sometimes a name will slip in, but it's just like natural conversation. People don't think about it when you're like, oh, I'm Angie. My name is. I'm from Jersey. My fucking social security number's.
Staying on there, your credit's decent enough. I could probably get myself a nice
fine.
little.
You can open yourself a nice little line on that, John.
So at this point in my life, I'm praying somebody tries to steal my identity.
Yeah, run it. Let them blow it up.
Let them blow it up, because what happens is I can claim so much more shit. I can literally just be like, this stuff that I definitely did, but like I have all this fraudulent, and it just mixes.
We should definitely cut this immediately so the IRS doesn't know our fucking master plan, because I've been thinking about that for so long. I just want to leak my fucking social security number on the fucking dark web somewhere.
Yeah, there's literally like, and it's just one of those things where it's like there's literally, we've reached the point in like our world, like in the first world, where there's literally nothing anybody can do to like rob from us unless they just nail our debit account.
Yeah, it's all electronic.
Anything
so it's
credit
like they gotta
is fucking, it'll get credited back.
It's kind of wild.
It is wild. What is really wild is when I worked in finance, the shit people get away. I had businesses that had like $1 million accounts just getting $100,000 written off because an employee just fucking went buck wild.
Yeah, that's wild. And especially like I can imagine that is taken advantage of in the business world. Like,
oh, for sure.
I assume it's calculated into their budgets and shit. Like,
well, the thing is like the banks don't even lose out. Like people think, oh, well, it doesn't affect the person, it affects the bank. It doesn't even affect the bank. They have insurance for that shit.
Yeah.
So the insurance doesn't even really get affected by it either, because they have reinsurance. So there's like 7 layers of just pure fucking insurance and fucking numbers that by the end of it, check has been cut. Yeah, it's just fucking the check's been
that's
cut.
all banking is, and moving money around so they don't lose.
Yeah, so that a dollar goes into fucking Netanyahu's pocket. When
you just Chase, you send Citi 50,000, they send you fucking 45 back. Next week you send them this. Like, it's all just moving money around, covering their fucking schemes and shit. They're just funding illegal shit.
Well, the one thing that Capital One does, not cool.
Of course.
Chase,
those
Bank of
rat
America.
bastards.
Well, all of those banks, you know what they do? They do some real creepy shit. What they do is they do some wild shit. They'll dead ass just fucking. They'll look at like the demographics of an area. They'll look at like, because you can check people's credit score. You can do soft checks in a fucking area on everybody, and it doesn't even hit their shit. It's just like based off of their information, their pre-financing and all that. So what they'll do is they'll look in certain areas and they'll be like, oh, okay, well these people are low income, like.
Well, you can also just tell by the like request velocity of like what are those called, like the bad credit loans, like basically, you know what I mean? But if you just see an area of like a crazy increase of those types of requests,
well, this is how they do it too. Yeah. All they do is they look in a specific area and they look to see the demographic of the area to see how many people are in like bad shape. And what they'll do is they'll just start these campaigns where they'll give you $20,000. Yeah. Like, you could have shit fucking credit. They'll give you 20 grand in fucking cash. Put it right in your fucking hand. And they're doing that so they can nail you with like a 25% interest rate, and you'll never pay that off. Like, good fucking luck. You'll never pay that off. I got hit. Like, I took one of those loans out. I was smart with it, though.
This water's gonna piss me off so much in the fucking edit, dude.
I did that. I took out like a $10,000 like debt consolidation loan from like some weird small company, and I just this is like while I'm working at the place, so I know what they're doing. And I literally gave them like 2 pieces of my actual information, gave them nothing but wrong shit, like just sent them on
what shit, like wrong address,
wrong number, wrong references. I made shit up, like fucking, and literally they're never gonna find me.
Yeah, just they literally write
it off. Try to send me to litigation, buddy. I'll even if you do find me, which they haven't. I didn't pay from day one. I got that shit back in like 2016, 2017. Even if they do take me to litigation, which they're not, because it's more expensive to do that than to just write my shit off or send my shit to a collections company. Even if they do, good luck finding me. And if you do find me, I'll push the date back.
Yeah, I mean, what are they going to do, dude? They can't do shit.
They can't do fucking anything.
It is wild. That is also another fucking scheme where they just move money around. One company buys the debt from another company and then just, oh, do you want to settle at half the fucking price? Like, how much do they buy the debt at? I assume it's got to be like 50%, like, when they sell it to those companies. Yeah, not even. Dude, it's wild what they'll settle for when they fucking come around with their offers.
Well, because what they're really doing, what ends up happening is, like, these companies, like, take such a massive L on that what they'll do is, like, in order to make their numbers look good for, like, even, like, they'll just put it down as a marketing loss.
Yeah.
They'll get, like, if you have a $10,000 loan, like, you just didn't pay it, they'll send it to collections for $2,000.
People so bad on those loans and shit.
They make so much money. Who gives a fuck?
Exactly. Honestly, at this point, fucking ass.
I get it. I know the whole thing, like, oh, you shouldn't steal money in this, but honestly, fuck them. They suck, dude. Yeah, these people have been doing predatory shit for so long. It's like, at this point, who gives a fuck if you get
just
fucked?
The system, like, it punishes you when you need money more. The people with the best credit in the world are obviously the richest people in the world. Like, I understand how that makes sense and how the system works, like, obviously, but it is crazy how, like, the private sector, like, the only help for people who are, like, actually broke is in the public. Like, if you get some type of welfare or, like, some type of
even just charity, you're better off trying to figure out charity than you are.
But it's like actual financial companies that could actually, like, change people's lives and make money doing it. Like, they don't do it. I mean, it's obviously, like, a calculated risk because you're gonna have people who take advantage of the system and shit like that, and they do take crazy losses. But there's so many fucking ways, dude, of helping people out and, like, building their credit. Like, there's so many different types of fucking, like, schemes and shit.
I personally think that credit is the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Credit is the problem because we've made money out of nothing, and it's inflated the price of everything. And I think that's the biggest issue, is that we've just created fake fucking money that doesn't exist yet to use now to then pay it off later, and it stinks. I also remember I remember hearing this one fucking millionaire that was like, nothing I owe. I'm in debt. I'm in millions of dollars of debt, and that's the way I want to be. It's better for me because I'm paying today's value, which is lower than tomorrow's value, tomorrow with more money.
Yeah.
So it makes more sense to pay, like, the inflated, the before inflation price after the money's inflated.
Well, that's once you have an asset of some sort that you could take loans off of. When you're a billionaire and you have a fucking, what Elon does, relax with the fucking water. Oh my lord. This kid, one of us two would be talking and then there'd just be a weird ass fucking noise. The shit's so fucking annoying, dude.
That's how I roll.
I'm sitting there trying to edit, like, every individual piece of this fucking thing, and all I hear is you fucking sucking the mic's dick. And, oh my god.
It's a calculated thing I've been trying to annoy you since.
Yeah, literally, you're gonna drive me insane. It's like that fucking Edgar Allan Poe story. They get a creaky floorboard, and I just fucking end up murdering 17 people because he won't stop making noises on the mics.
Because you got bleach on your t-shirt.
Yeah, and I'm gonna feel like an asshole.
Yeah.
Alright, the boys are back. The boys are back. I think we're already fucking cooking. That was a pretty much eater to start us off.
We just 8-10 minutes on fucking finance alone.
Yeah, what were we even fucking talking about? I had a good point to make, and then you started fucking sucking on your water like a suspect. But the boys are clocking back in. The night shift's back. We're back like we never fucking left. It's part 2 of episode 1 or episode 2 for those of you who don't believe in the fucking 2-part release.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's retarded. I think we should just start doing episodes.
No, dude, a 2-part release.
Oh, my lord. Gives people a reason to log into the second episode. We're going to have a fucking episode 1, part 10, season 1.
Yeah, we should do that. I'm just thinking, dude, after this one, because we're not going to get through all these fucking topics. We just have part 3, part 4. We just keep adding topics.
Just keep going.
Somebody's like, do you have a podcast episode that's 47 hours long? But we are still fucking chasing the electricity of the fantasy files that fucking
that shit's
got
never
deleted.
coming back. Never coming back.
For the people who are listening, the few and far between people out there that are hearing this right now,
the alt-right,
we had the greatest episode ever recorded on any fucking medium, television, movie, radio, podcast.
It literally was the thing that was going to send us to stardom on first try.
If this hit the public airways, I promise you we'd be on Joe Rogan tomorrow night. Like, the thing is, or we'd be in the fucking prisons because we said some horrible things.
We really walked back a lot of shit.
This is full-blown a Patreon podcast that we're just releasing to the world.
Yeah. At this point. Well, here's the thing. That first one, there's a lot of stuff that in the second episode, I can tell you and I both walked back a lot of shit. Yeah. Really. There's no way that's marketable in any way, shape, or form. I think the first episode is already unmarketable as it is, and that was tame. That was a soft hit to the gut, if anything.
Dude, like, I was thinking about it. Like, I used to do, like, these sports podcasts and shit, and, like, and I've done all these, and I would release clips, and, like, I'd have, like, oh, Tom Brady's doing this with the Bucks or whatever as, like, the clip headline. Like, I was thinking about the headlines I would write for the clips that we produced, and they're all just, like, and Frank is real. Like, it's all, like, some wild fucking psyops.
I know, you made that one comment about, you said something about people with bones in their nose. I don't know. Something about low income.
I didn't say anything. You're accusing me.
I think I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna start slowly psyoping.
Yeah, I like
all
that.
These people on shit that you have not said, but I've made up.
That's good. Well, you just broke the fucking fourth wall and let the people know your plan.
Hey, it's still gonna work. You guys didn't listen to this.
I'll edit it out.
Yeah, edit it out.
But now we'll get back there eventually, because when we get into it, we start flowing and the shit goes crazy. But like, we were just on a different one that day. We were just off of fucking Zan 13 hours till we land. Had us out like a light.
I was on a perk 30. I've just made a bunch of noises in the time that you've made that long statement that I know is going to drive you up the wall. I heard them.
Just point the mic away from you when you're doing fucking noisy shit.
This mic is like my little. I'm like Jess Dunham. This is my little puppet.
It's a personal boom mic. Wherever you point it, that's where the sound's gonna go.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I'm recording
on an app that came with my computer. I don't know how good this is going to be. Regardless, I don't think there's anything we can do to get rid of it.
It sounded good though, did it not? The episode, like,
yeah, it sounded good.
Fine.
I mean, it sounded like we were recording directly from the inside of a empty tall boy. Yeah. But that's, I mean, to be expected. We don't have any baffling in here.
Yeah, we do. I'm sitting right next to a fucking metal grate fucking and a metal fucking gun locker.
That's right, boys. We work in the back of an Amscot, and they got guns back here.
Exactly. We do work in the back of the Amscot in fucking Jefferson, Mississippi.
Yeah, yeah.
The fucking heart of podcast homeland. Yeah. Straight out of Jefferson. We're starting the scene out here.
You should see the fruit on these trees.
The blacker the berry. All right, the boys are back. What do we got? The first fucking topic. Fucking Tucker and Elon lighting the world on fire, dude. 100 million views for Tucker on his first fucking episode back after the fucking firing by Fox News. Tucker is the fucking GOAT, dude. You see, he was absolutely bodying fucking the pussies who think Ukraine's right in this war. Oh my. Dude, it's literally all the fucking comments are like Russian propaganda, Russian propaganda, Russian propaganda. Because
he was saying exactly what I was saying?
Yeah, because he's saying the fucking truth.
Yeah, that's the thing is like...
Also, though, we're going to talk about this later in depth, Russia's getting bodied by Ukraine, dude. Nah. And I don't know if I'm drinking all this fucking goy slop.
You are consuming the goy slop.
But I promise you, dude, I've been watching, like I've been doing nothing but trying to find both sides of the argument, and Russia is getting donkey-dicked.
I watched a live leak video. I don't know how true this is. It might be from another war, but I saw a video of a guy with like a fucking GoPro on his fucking scope. He fucking absolutely decimated a Ukrainian soldier, put a bullet right between the eyes, and I was like, oh.
Got him.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, no. We'll talk about that later.
Of course. What are we on? We're on Tucker and Elon, right? Correct. Taking over the fucking media market in America.
I don't give a shit. I like Tucker. I feel like he's got a lot of great points. And
dude, 100 million views. That's the fucking Super Bowl.
He's a goat.
That's the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They get 2 million a day on Fox News now after they fired him. 15
episodes in. Let me see if he still had 100 million.
That's fair. But he's got, on episode 2 now, he's got, I think, 25, 30 in the last 4 or 5 hours. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking that's the thing. They're short, but like he gets just as much information as you get on a full fucking Fox show because commercials and all their little add-ins and all the bullshit.
Skipped.
Yeah, it's short, it's sweet, like it's straight to the point. He just fucking rips it, dude. It's so sick. Every time it pops in my timeline, I'm fucking stoked. Well, like Tucker's back.
My thing with that whole thing is so Tucker, cool dude. I don't know if you ever seen him out in the wild. There's a video of a guy who like walks up to him while he's like fishing.
Yeah,
he's like,
dude.
Hey, bro, you can fish here? You got a license for fishing? This, that, and the other. He's just like super cool. Oh, these are fly fish. I don't know nothing. I've never. He seems like just genuinely like a really cool dude. There's even times where like people like confront him in like fucking in New York that like walk up there like, "You're a piece of shit, Tucker Carlson." Yeah, he's like, "What the fuck is your problem?"
Hello, yeah, dude, he's
like,
so
"Hi."
nice. He literally
He's
that
genuinely-
video is sick when he comes up. The guy was asking him what's he fishing with, and he's got a license or some bullshit. Yeah, and he's literally like, "Oh, hey man, let me show you. Like, I'll show you." He was fucking trying to teach a guy how to fish.
Yeah, he's
and
like,
the guy's like, "Oh, what are you, one of those fucking California liberals out here?" He's like, "It's literally Tucker Carlson."
It's so funny because it's like I could tell like just from the accent this guy had. A father figure is not a thing.
Yeah.
And Tucker Carlson's like, "Let me take you into my metaphorical wing."
Dude, Tucker's the goat.
He's cool as shit. He's cool as shit.
Tucker.
I think in real life, his show. Here's the thing. I stopped watching a lot of the stuff like on the news and stuff like that a while ago because it really just starts boiling your blood, and I think that's the entire goal of it. Once I realized that, I'm one of those people who I don't really like letting anything get to me. I don't like people being able to control me via my emotions. I like formulating my own, albeit sometimes wrong, opinion, and then just be corrected later about it. Honestly, because like it's one of those things where it's like you find out J. Edgar Hoover was fucking black, and it's like
you're trying to get
really
start
wakes
getting
you up to the
psyops
truth
by the fucking Kaepernick sisters. All right, but for real, this Tucker thing is. For real, this Tucker thing is
Jesus
a fucking
Christ.
game changer, dude. Mainstream media is scared as fuck. I know. I'm dead. I'm dying. I was just out of nowhere. That was just off the top rope. That was so unnecessary.
the two nicest people on earth too.
I know. Literally. It doesn't get better than them.
Fucking goat. No, I just don't. He's cool, and I'm sure like there's some times where like his shit is like very much like he plays the game too. That's the thing. We also gotta remember he's still a Californian. He plays the
I
game.
disagreed with half of the video that he put out. I'm not saying that. I love it, though.
I didn't watch it because I don't follow. It's like
I think it's a bad position on Russia what he has, which we'll throw a little clip in because I want to start doing that, putting fucking video clips in. I started writing them down for the first episode to put a few in, but I didn't.
Yeah, no, there's
I
no
didn't
way.
have time. But this one, we'll throw a fucking little clip in. We might need to throw the clip in of Tucker getting talked to by the guy when he's fishing.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
But I think it's a wrong position on Russia to take because I think the damage that they're doing to their own army and their economy and all these other, wasting all these fucking tanks and all their equipment, their military equipment. And obviously, I think the death numbers are inflated on both sides, but they're in the hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. Is
so,
I think that they're throwing. I think they're getting rid of old military gear. I think they're
That's
throwing
fair.
T-34s, dude. Like,
Yeah.
shit that like fought in the First World War. Like,
Well, we
clearly
shot
it's not that
down
big of a fucking
the,
loss. They have fields. Have you ever seen the pictures in like
But
the
they're
fucking
starting
early 2000s of like the fields, absolute like forests, just full of fucking tanks and like MiGs and stuff like that. And it's like this is just shit that they just
this
had
is the
sitting
shit that was
around.
in Top Gun.
Yeah. This is like they just had shit that's been laying around for years because they've just like not had a war.
These are literally the same planes Tom Cruise was shooting down in the 1980s, hypothetically.
Yeah.
And it's now when we have fucking stealth bombers dropping from the heavens without even being seen on radar. I saw an article today, which obviously all articles have the possibility of being Goislav, but it was that we recovered their stealth bombers, their stealth whatever, fucking... Not spaceships. I was about to say spaceships. Fucking, they're airplanes.
Yeah.
And apparently, like, we were able to recover their
They got
fucking...
Leica?
What the fuck?
You're gonna Google that in a minute. You're gonna realize how fucking hilarious that is.
All right, weirdo.
That's the dog in the spaceship they sent up.
Got him.
God, I'm good.
The fucking... I'm retarded, dude. I completely forgot what I was
Yeah, they
I
got
was
the
saying.
stealth bomber.
We got the technology in there, and we figured out what frequency they're fucking flying on, so we could jam those goddamn radars, take them down, dude. We're literally full blown fighting a war on the Russia-Ukraine border right now.
Without
like it's
congressional
our
approval, by the
fucking,
way.
yes, 100%. There's our guys over there launching fucking mortars that are blowing up Russian tanks. So, dude, we're full blown. First of all, Russia's getting bodied. I know we're gonna talk about this later, but it's fucking over for Russia. They had a good run.
I don't think so.
Dude, I'd be surprised if it doesn't end in Vladimir Putin being assassinated by his own people.
That is a possibility.
That's a huge possibility, and I think it's favoring more and more. Because we're running our own psyops on Russian people.
Yeah.
The American government's running their own psyops. Did you hear about the shit that they fucking dumped all the... They did the leaflets or whatever? You know what I'm talking about? we dumped like all sorts of instructions to Russians on how to surrender. I'm pretty sure like 4,000 or 5,000 of them did. I don't know if that's fucking also goy slop, but you can look it up. You can fucking get to the bottom of that.
We're not at that topic yet.
Yeah,
I mean,
what are we even on? We're on Tucker
we're
and
on
Elon.
fucking Tucker and Elon. First one, you're already fucking...
Yeah, I'm just juiced about the Russia thing because, like, I don't know. Obviously, I have no idea. I'm in fucking Jackson, Mississippi, but I'm way across the fucking world from Russia, Ukraine. Because this is like the first like actual, like, I'm not saying war because we've obviously seen genocide, we've seen war, we've seen all sorts of conflicts
supposedly
in our lifetime. Exactly, supposedly. I haven't seen
anything before '96.
None of my
happened.
neighbors ever got fucking mowed down by Mossad in the fucking Middle East, but
Assad,
whatever. Dude, I'll take them out in the editing. Don't worry about it. But that's the thing, like, to see like the actual like media propaganda machines that have been around for hundreds of years, like at work, like during an actual like crisis wartime event, it's crazy. Like, it's a really different experience.
It is wild. I don't like the fact that I don't like the fact that Tucker is on there for one reason. Elon Musk is he tries to be down the middle, like as impartial as possible, because even he doesn't agree with like a lot of shit that like Tucker and like a lot of Republicans say. He agrees with like a lot of the freedom of speech and shit like that. There's a lot of shit he doesn't agree with, and that's the thing that it's like one of those things where it's like if he lets Tucker on, that means he's gonna let like fucking Anita Sarkeesian fucking start speaking about feminism on fucking Twitter and make that a big thing to pop it off on that side, because then they're gonna be like, Twitter's back, freedom's back.
Well, I was thinking they should just bring fucking Don Lemon on his own show, but they can't pay Tucker. Like, this is all free. Like, he has no advertisement. He's not allowed to accept payment for the show. He's literally just doing it because he's got a non-compete with Fox that hasn't ended yet until like the end of their litigation. At least
they'll take a fucking check.
Not really. He's doing it for free right now. At least for now. I assume at some point. I'm saying
that if he backs a brand, if he's just like, I really like fucking Tylenol, it makes my head not hurt from reading all this.
Well, then I think it makes what he's doing a business venture, and then it's a breach of contract, and they don't need to pay him out. So I think he's at least for a little bit got to stay free. Because other than that, it's just a Twitter post. It's not like they can't say anything about it. Like, they can't get him for breach of contract or anything like that. You know what WeChat is in China?
Yeah.
It's like the app that does everything. It's like Uber's on there, like fucking.
Yeah, it's like their all go-to.
Cash App.
Social credit system.
Yes, everything. Like, that's what I think Elon's going to start doing with Twitter. I don't think it's going to get to the social credit system type shit. Obviously, you never know. But what I'm saying is built like this will be a fucking $1 trillion fucking app, dude. It has the highest activity, but like it's like one of the lower earning social medias, like, because obviously like a lot of advertisers pulled out of Twitter when Elon bought it because they're fucking woke as hell and gay as hell. But the actual activity on the app has gone like completely through the roof since he's fucking taken over. So it's like the most active but unmonetizable thing, and like him changing the entire model into like the paying for the verification. Then you're gonna have companies that are producing, like, it's just gonna be a full-blown media. Like, you don't need a website. Like, it's just your Twitter. Like, it's like videos, podcasts, articles, tweets, like, and it'll just have everything that a media company could fucking release all on Twitter. You could have like paid subscribers and shit like that. Like, it's completely changing the model, and then it's just adding new features. I think Elon's actually going to change Twitter into a $1 trillion company.
I think if they were to do like if they have like different formats to the actual website, like for example, everybody's been talking about for years, like since fucking what's her name, since Google bought YouTube, everybody's always been like, there needs to be an alternative to YouTube that's like worth it. It's like nobody's going on Dailymotion, nobody's going on Vimeo.
Well, now Rumble's making at least a little bit of a play.
Rumble's not making a play.
I mean, when you look at I have Rumble on my phone. I've watched it. I've used it. I don't Truth.
You do have a Truth account. You have a Truth account.
I maybe made one, but I don't even know if I
made one, and I thought it was fucking hilarious.
I thought it was hilarious, but I don't even know if I made one.
My account's a bot account, essentially. That's all. I don't do anything on it. I literally just signed up for it.
Do you have Truth on your phone or no?
I might have it because I downloaded it years ago, and then like I just like automatically came back on. But honestly,
I downloaded it.
I think I downloaded it because there was some weird app.
Trump was going crazy on there for a while. while, so I needed to scope in on that. But
I don't have.
I got rid of it pretty quickly. I'm a Twitter guy.
It's all right. It's all right. I think here's the thing: if Twitter does the thing where it doesn't replace, because you'll never replace YouTube. YouTube is too much of a fucking market. If you and honestly, the technology behind it has had decades to grow.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and
Elon's not
building a
gonna come
full monetization platform of it like that rivals YouTube, almost impossible, because they have Google on their side. Like,
yeah, and Google literally advertises, so they like literally have their own advertising company that they can mesh in. But if they make a format like YouTube where you can just like go through their videos and make it as accessible for everybody to add videos out there. Obviously not with the fucking pay model, because you don't have to pay to be on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
If they do that,
well,
then
that's the good part, is that it will remain free, like the actual use of it. Like, it's all these paid things are add-ons. Like,
right, but if I have to pay to add a fucking 10-hour video of, just the same meme over and over again like they do on YouTube, then it kind of defeats the point. You get what I'm saying?
I don't know about that. Like,
you have to pay for 2 hours of video
right now. I don't think that's a bad thing, because you could put up to like 20 minutes of video on there now, unpaid, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So like, and it's only $8. It's not like it's like crazy.
Right, but what I'm saying is there's a lot of content that on YouTube that is disposable, but it's disposable because it's like a one-time gag laugh, or like it's like consumable only once and then it's done. Kind of like.
Well, I don't know if they need as much disposable content, because YouTube's way more passive. Twitter's like active, like you're going through, like you're actual consuming. Not that you're not consuming on YouTube, but you could just sit there and something plays and then you're in another room, and like they'd have to make like a Twitter video app for a TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it'd have to be.
So far from what it sounds like, the only thing you're consuming on Twitter is Goyslav.
Classic.
That's what I'm learning that quickly.
I don't know about that. Well, I mean, I use all sorts of other apps for my news. Like, a lot of this shit comes from Reddit, which you upset the Reddit community last episode by calling them fucking faggot, retard, nerd, Poindexters, or whatever you said.
Well, I honestly, Reddit is such an echo chamber. It's worse than like fucking Twitter, dude.
Yeah, but
they have like their own culture, and it's weird. Like, there's obviously like the helpful Reddits, but like any website that has a whole area dedicated to pens and butts, or like fucking Reddit has a fucking thing called r/.
Reddit has everything.
Reddit has one called r/crack, and literally one of the posts I saw on there was like, I sold my son's Xbox for $40. I feel like a piece of shit, and I was like, this isn't wild. People are literally like,
that's real world
putting
out there.
The most degenerate shit on there, and it's just all right, whatever, man. You just go to that r/.
Dude, it is wild. Reddit's a fucking
I like the model
West.
like you were talking about. I like the ranking system that really allows you to fucking body people with a fucking ratio, but it's one of those things where it's like the amount of goobers on there is unbelievable.
Goober to normie ratio, way out of whack.
I'd rather take my chances on 4chan getting raided by the FBI than fucking
4chan that's the dark web, accessible through normal channels.
You're not even 4chan's really not that bad. I mean,
no, I've been on there. I know what it is.
Just don't
I know
go
it's
in
not
fucking,
crazy.
Don't go on r/rand or beat random.
Yeah.
Don't go there. That's not a good spot.
Dude, 4chan's
a lot of retarded shit.
4chan's if Redditors were fucking dude, it's the autistic version of Reddit. There's no doubt in my mind. Dude.
Yeah, this is they take you go on 4chan when
the deepest, darkest depths of the regular internet before it gets to dark web.
Yeah, you might be right. I mean, I would have said live leak, but
like Reddit is like it's right under like normal social media. Like this is normal people active in normal social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, some others.
Then you got fucking Reddit,
and then you got Reddit, like degenerates, fucking.
And then you've got 4chan, and that's just fucking monsters.
That's just.
Did I ever tell you about the psyops?
The people that you said should be in the casino.
We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to have a conversation about this one. I'm gonna have to red pill you on this, but there was like a whole psyops on fucking 4chan a while ago, where like a bunch of dudes were just going on there and like tricking idiots who were like in their basement all alone into fucking becoming e-girls and like taking fucking like hormones and shit and becoming like fucking tremendous femboy pussies. That's fucking. I think that's hilarious. That's funny.
How did they psyops them into it?
They just were like, well, if you can't get a girlfriend, why don't you be your own girlfriend? And like, just like they got people to do it. Like, send me pictures of you, and they like were like making money because they were like fucking there was like apparently apparently like a market for femboy porn or whatever.
Well, there's a market for all porn. Every type of porn is available.
Yeah, well aware. It's disgusting. Filthy pigs. But Elon Musk sucks. I think the whole Tucker Carlson, honestly, who gives a shit? In a month, everybody's going to be on the next fucking thing. Whatever. I think his views are going to drop. He's not going to make the money.
They're going to drop, no doubt. Like, anything as it ages is going to drop. But I think the Tucker Carlson was the biggest star on the biggest news platform. It's like Bill O'Reilly. Sure. It's like Hannity. Hannity's still with Fox, but Bill O'Reilly, when he left, that was huge too, because he was on top too. Fox has a history of doing that, like cutting their top guy.
Yeah, because they're all owned by the same people.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, at the end of the day, once you start getting a little too close to the
a lot of the Tucker shit's super interesting, dude. Like, because if they do end up, dude, I think it's like the risk is that Tucker's like, they're not gonna want to sue me because they're not gonna want to go to like open whatever that is in trial when both sides have to like show all their fucking information.
Where like fucking it's like
discovery, it's called or whatever. They're not gonna want to go through that. So I think it's just a calculated risk by Tucker. It's like, they're gonna pay me my contract,
shoot him in the back of the head,
or else I'm taking them the fuck down, because I think a lot of it's like literally like personal beef with Rupert Murdoch, between Tucker and Rupert. I think like Tucker, there was a story that like Rupert Murdoch's like new like young fucking girlfriend like was saying like all these things about how Tucker's like Jesus, like this lady was basically like making him out to be. She's like, he's a prophet, and this was Rupert Murdoch's like fucking young
little thing.
Yeah, and then like I think he like got rid of her and then fired Tucker the next week. He's like, fuck it. He's like, he's Jesus, I'm God. I'll fucking take him out.
No, what's it called? So with like the whole with like the Tucker thing, I feel like he's just gotten to the level of, that's the new Alex Jones. Tucker's the new Alex Jones.
Well, Tucker,
he's like old people's Alex Jones. He's red pilling fucking boomers.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, oh great, you red pilled people who didn't do very much in their life. Fucking inherited a house. Fucking made $300,000 on it because just the market.
Yeah.
And have just literally been chilling with their fucking 3-wheel fucking Can-Am spiders and doing retarded shit and just being like, oh, these young people are so fucking lazy.
Yeah, Tucker is I'm not going to put him with Alex Jones, just because, even though you were hating on Alex Jones, I love Alex Jones. I think Alex Jones is one of the most entertaining people of all time. I think
there's a lot of there's a lot of shit that he talks about that's like, all right, he's hitting the mark. He's hitting the mark he's hitting it right on the head. But my biggest beef with Alex Jones is he's so easily fucking fooled. Like, it's just, it blows my mind. It's like the whole Q shit. It's like there was shit that was, and I genuinely think the Q shit was like a fucking psyops. It was just like a fucking, they were literally, they would release information there to be like, oh, like, let's just let it out like this. It's a soft let out, and then we'll just mix it in with this way crazy, doesn't make any sense. It would never be real in any reality.
Yeah.
And what'll happen is they'll associate the real shit with the fake shit and the fake shit with the real shit, and then you'll mix it up so much you can't separate them. And I think that's the whole thing with Alex Jones, is like he has all these sources that tell him shit, and then it's like, this is just verifiably not true.
Dude, the things that he's been on so early, and then like the crisis actors, like people didn't know what the fuck were until Alex Jones.
Those are real.
Until Alex Jones. Like,
the frog's gay, funny enough, that's real. That's real. That's real.
No, but also like he started going a little overboard, obviously, with the shootings, with the school shooting, the Sandy Hook.
I'll defend him for that one. Honestly, we say some pretty obscene, horrible shit.
Yes.
I don't think him being like, hey, questioning that, because there was a lot of weird shit going on during that time. We're not going to say anything which one it was or where it was. We'll let you inference on that one. Let's keep it marketable still.
I think his biggest mistake was labeling himself as the truth, like as the arbiter of truth. If he just said like, I'm an entertainer, I'm a comedian, I'm whatever, but like I'm also going to get involved in these type shit. I'm also going to get involved in these conspiracy theories and like things that are going on in the world because I'm interested, but like this is purely at an entertainment purpose.
Yeah,
I think he would have skirted a lot of it.
He should have changed his name from Infowars to Powerful Alex Jones. It was wild that he was on fucking JRE a lot.
Well, he used to fucking all the time on JRE.
I remember one time I saw him on JRE. He was like, "There are these interdimensional beings that they come between this is called the fucking reality dimension, and then this is the." And just watching him fucking explain this fucking gobbledygook, it's just like fucking.
Yeah.
I can see like some.
Dude,
people,
he's one of the greatest entertainers of all time.
Easily, yeah. It's fucking hilarious. Or watching him like on the street get fucking yelled at by people, and he's like, "You want to fucking do something? I'll show you who I am. I'm a Texan." And he's fucking like pumping his guns and shit. He's just an absolute savage. Yeah, no. I think that whole like fucking Tucker Carlson, Elon Musk type shit. Who gives a fuck? Honestly, I've gotten to the point now where it's like it's fine, whatever. But like it's just another marketing move. It's just another thing.
That's but it's like a noticeable switch in like because even like Bill O'Reilly when he left and then like signed with some other company and obviously like his viewership tanked, fell to the ground. Yeah. Like Tucker is keeping the same heat that he left with, and two, it's like a completely alternative way. It's owned by Elon Musk, which I know you don't like him, but it isn't like the actual media conglomerate that owns everything else. So it's outside of that.
Yeah. I just don't. I feel like if you really want me to get on board with it, I'll pay $8 a month. I'll pay $8 a month if Elon Musk takes a picture of his fucking cock and posts it right on there.
That'd be so sick.
I'm gonna look at noise levels too to see if he fucking extended it with the fucking. I want to see his soft cock on Twitter, and I want to be able to access it only through the checker. That's it. That's the only way you're gonna get me.
It should be when you click the Twitter logo, it just pops up as like the
fuzzy,
bigger one.
It should be fuzzy, like blurred, and then it says it's a click to view, and then you gotta fucking put your credit card information. I'll pay $8 a month for 3 months for that.
That would be wild.
Yeah. It's got to get more
extreme from marketing moves, that'd be the marketing move of the fucking century,
baby. Yeah, that'd be fucking hilarious. I want to see his soft cock, no shaved pubes, just fucking all out, baby. I want to see that way too white dick just floating in the wind.
Enough. What's the next topic? What are we talking about?
I hate Elon Musk. He stinks. He fucking reeks.
We've been talking about.
He reeks, bro. He fucking sucks, dude. That guy talks like he's got a switchblade in his mouth.
I don't even know what that means. No idea what that means.
He just talks
like he's holding it in there.
Like he's fucking got razor blades stuffed in his mouth and he's trying not to fucking cut himself.
Well, I mean, with the woke fucking mind virus out there, you do got razor blades in your mouth.
I watched him take the wackest hit of a blunt on Joe Rogan's podcast.
The guy's a fucking super genius. You think he's out here smoking blizzies like like the local fucking like me?
I just don't. That's the thing.
So that expose our whole fucking.
I've seen you take a whole gram, put it into a blunt, and one hit it. That shit was impressive. A whole nug. You put that whole nug, crisped it up, put it in there, and fucking one hit that shit. And that shit was wild.
And then I got sent to the moon.
Yeah.
But Elon, he's actually sending us. You were a worthless employee,
but for sure that was dope. I just don't like. I don't like him. We talked a little bit on the first one. It's just he's the Tesla.
I don't
shit
get
sucks.
what you don't like about him. I understand if you don't like Tesla, that's fine, just because you're a car guy and you got fucking
Tesla
opinions
stinks.
on
His AI
things.
shit stinks. He's always
he built OpenAI, the only one anybody uses.
It stinks.
Okay. What other one is even being used by fucking people that are... It's the only public one, at least, so we know what the fuck is going on with it.
The WeChat one.
Yeah, well, that's in China.
Yeah.
So...
It's good.
There's probably a fucking...
It reports you... It knows how to report people automatically to the government if you talk about Tiananmen Square.
I'm pretty sure the WeChat one is not AI. It's just a fucking slave army of little fucking infants just replying to your questions. Yeah, exactly. It's... WeChat is fucking... That's their AI. They fucking...
Their AI.
Made that, you ever seen that South Park episode, The Human Sentai Pad?
Yeah, the Sentai Pad.
They didn't review the fucking terms of service on fucking WeChat over there.
You didn't read your terms and conditions? Who doesn't do that? No, honestly, it's just like he's just he's so boring. I get it.
He's so funny. I don't know what you're talking about.
My problem with him is like, what is he contributing to society? What is he contributing to society? Give me one thing.
He gave Wi-Fi to Ukraine while it was under attack,
and then took it away when they fucking were like, you don't do enough.
Well, when he realized they're fucking Nazis and don't deserve it, yeah, he took it away. Whatever, dude.
What else?
He gave it to him under the critical attack
Starlink.
window.
That Starlink, that thing everybody's using and fucking loving. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to pay my Starlink Starlink subscription.
All right, well,
what else has he contributed to the world?
You're literally asking contributing to society?
Yes.
He gives it away to free to fucking poor fucking countries.
To who?
To Ghana and fucking all over, dude.
What is he giving me? What is? How does he have benefit?
Who gives a
nothing?
fucking? You don't need nothing. You're
exactly. I don't fucking like him.
Hispanic / white male. You're privileged.
Fuck that
You don't
guy.
need nothing from
Fuck
Elon. He's giving it to people that need it.
Nothing he's done has benefited me at all, or anybody
That's because
in
you're
my
a
vicinity.
stubborn fuck who refuses
How am I
change.
stubborn? I'm literally right.
You're a stubborn fuck who refuses change and won't drive a goddamn Tesla like the rest of us.
I will, and this is a direct threat. I will march up and down the street with an AR-15 if they make me drive a Tesla.
Come and take
That's
it.
a joke.
Talking
That's
about
a
his
100% joke, and it's not real, but sort of is.
Talking about
It might
cars.
Be. That's a joke, though. That's not real. Don't take away
That's
my
okay.
license.
The people know this is all jokes.
This is not serious.
Just so you all know, these are all jokes. We don't need to say it. They know.
I'm gonna bomb the White House if they make me fucking drive a Tesla.
Yeah, literally.
That's
fucking
a joke.
Come and take it. Talking about your gas car. They're trying to take our cars.
He's done nothing to benefit us. It's like the fucking. It's like
All right,
solar
well,
panels. It's like all this like green shit.
When your children are on Mars, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna put my kid on a ship for 6 months to get to a fucking worthless rock.
All right, well, what if this worthless rock is starting to get hit by fucking asteroids?
There's no oxygen on that other worthless rock.
What if we put a dome up?
This is the thing, is like, you live in this like fantasy world.
What,
where,
you
like,
don't think that we could get to Mars?
I think we can. I think it's a worthless endeavor.
Why?
Because if we send 12 people to Mars...
What if our planet gets destroyed by a nuclear fucking Armageddon? You don't want the human race to live on?
I think that...
And you don't think it's possible?
I think if we put 12 people on Mars in the next 10 years, there's going to be 10 or 12 dead people on Mars in 50 years. I think that's
they're not
going to
stay on Mars.
Yeah, how the fuck are they going to get back?
That's a good question.
That is a great
How'd
question.
they get back from the moon? Some of them didn't. Apollo 11.
Rest in peace.
Fuck them.
I'm pretty sure there was a movie about they had to go on an asteroid. I think that was real too.
Medea goes to space. AKA Hidden Figures.
I'm sorry, no, I don't. It doesn't. He does nothing to benefit me, but he's convinced everybody that he's like doing the Lord's work.
All right, but like, what inventor or like
Tesla?
Albert Einstein didn't do anything for you.
He's not an inventor, and he didn't claim to be. He also stole a bunch of shit from other people. I don't like Albert Einstein either.
In the time, like when they're doing their work, like their inventions don't immediately fucking affect society.
He didn't invent anything though.
Who, Elon? No, he's just advanced technology, which is a fucking
but he's done nothing to help me.
endeavor.
He's done nothing to make my life easier or better.
Okay, but I'm saying
He's made my life worse, actually.
Well, because you're a fucking Antifa to fucking electric cars.
Yes.
So that's just your chosen activism.
It's not my chosen activism. It's not activism. I don't go out on the street and march with a fucking sign and then burn down my
You're in
town
here marching around this room. Fucking.
I think
fuck Elon Musk because he doesn't agree with me on gas.
No, it's not even that he doesn't agree with me. I'm sure he agrees with me to an extent. I just don't like him. I think he thinks he's a fucking messiah. It's like he's done nothing.
He just thinks he's a smart fucking guy who's retarded. He knows he has autism. Like, it's not like he's not... He's not claiming to be... Dude, listen to him speak. Like, he just answers questions. Dude, he is so funny, one. Two, Twitter and, like, actual... Like, he was the best on Twitter before he bought Twitter because, like, it's, like, perfect for him because he literally just sit there for 4 hours and think of the perfect fucking message. That's how he does interviews. Like, you'll ask him a question and then he'll think for, like, a minute.
Yeah,
and then he'll respond.
He's got to let his fucking autism medication kick in.
Let his fucking Neuralink.
Fuck him. He sucks.
Tap into the network.
He stinks. Neuralink sucks. His AI sucks. The robot shit he tried to do stinks. Tesla stinks.
I just like that he's trying shit. It doesn't matter if it ends up good or not.
He's like the fucking guy, and I finally remember what I was talking about, that Rob Schneider type shit.
Yeah.
He's like the guy from the Benchwarmers. Was that the name of the movie? You remember the billionaire who just like fucking like he made money on like comics in that movie, and like he just like made robots and stuff like that. Like he's like that guy to me.
So
he's helping out a little league team. That's the type of shit he does.
So you're saying
because
like,
bullies bullied him.
On a societal level, like he's not gonna make the same amount of change as like.
I don't think he's doing anything right now that's gonna make my life different in any way positively in the next 10 years.
Well, self-driving car technology, you don't think
it's shit. It's gonna fuck my life up.
You just are a curmudgeon, dude. Like you just don't believe in like anything.
I do believe in stuff. I think there's
you believe
great
in
shit.
the fucking dancing fucking.
I believe there's great shit that's out there that's already existing, that's good, and that like we're just not doing anything with it because we're too busy fucking sucking Elon Musk's cock because he made a shitty car. Yeah, here's your self-driving fucking car.
Is it turning towards him?
Turning towards the crowd.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Check that shit out. Look at that shit in 4K. It's fucking hilarious.
That is funny as hell for
Almost
the people listening because this is not a video
You're gonna put
podcast.
the clip up. You're gonna put the clip up.
Well, they can't see it. I can only put audio clips up. The Tesla turns into the people walking across the street and tries to hit them.
Yeah, real
dude,
good
that's
technology.
the thing. When AI starts getting a mind of its own, dude, it's gonna start taking over Teslas and crashing them into houses.
I think this whole AI thing is just a way to get workers out of the fucking place. Get low-skilled workers out of the force.
Well, that's the whole reason for the writer's strike.
Well, like, here's the thing. Well, fuck them. Fuck the writers. Fuck all of them. I hate actors. I think they're fucking pussies. I think writers are pussies. I think they're all...
Well, I respect writers more than actors, I think.
I don't respect that.
Dude, my friend was in a fucking movie with Sebastian Maniscalco. It's actually pretty sick. Like one of my boys from back home.
Who the fuck is Sebastian Maniscalco?
You don't know who that is, dude? He's a comedian. He's fucking great. He's hilarious.
What does he do?
I don't know. He's got like 2 or 3 Netflix specials that are fucking fire. He's this big Italian guy. He's hilarious.
No, cool.
I'll show you some fucking clips.
Yeah, well, you'll psyops me.
Yeah, I'll psyops you. But it's like one of my boys from back home, like Franco. He's like one of the sons, like one of the Italian sons on the fucking in a Sebastian Maniscalco movie. It's pretty cool.
All right.
Fuck them. Fuck
cool.
actors.
Fuck actors. Fuck 'em.
Except
I hate
Franco.
Hollywood. Everything about Hollywood stinks. Everything about all that shit fucking reeks. I hate it. I don't watch movies anymore because they all suck. Fuck 'em.
I don't know.
AI stinks. I like the fact that Walmart, all these places that have the self-checkout shit, they like fucking did their final like quarter shit, and it like turns out they're losing a lot of money due to like theft.
Oh yeah,
because like people are just
you
stealing
just
a bunch of
scanned
shit.
3 items
They're losing
instead
more
of 5.
money than it would have just been to just keep paying the employees to do the work.
Dude, I went to Publix the other day, and it's probably like 10, 11, which is like I guess it was a weekday, so it's not prime shopping hours, but still, you'd think like it was pretty decently packed, and there's 2 lanes open out of like the 10, and then all the other shit was the self-checkout. It's crazy.
Self-checkout is the worst invention ever.
Yeah, well, I mean, not for thieves.
Yeah, not for thieves. Steal from stores. Steal
Dude,
from
you hear
large box
about-
markets like fucking Walmart. Steal from them. Make them lose a lot of money. I hate them. I hope that they go under. Steal from Target. Fuck them. Don't steal from local places if you do your piece of shit.
Steal from Lululemon. You hear about that?
Yeah, they fucking they
fired the employees for
she tried to stop the people from robbing and called. No, she just called the cops on them.
That person's got to go get hired at Walmart because Walmart there's all those videos of people trying to run out of Walmart with shit and then
shit rock.
People leveling them, dude. That's like, dude, it's not even a Walmart greeter anymore. It's like a Walmart fucking defensive lineman. Like you just stand at the door facing into the store, ready to fucking drop your shoulder on somebody if they're carrying
Cos
an
is
Xbox.
about to make more money fucking greeting at Walmart than he is at fucking.
Stop it! Don't cook my boy like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Also, don't encourage stealing on the podcast. So we can't be doing that.
Steal this podcast.
All right, so I know how you feel about Elon. How do you feel about other billionaires?
I think most billionaires are hunks of shit. I think they all fucking suck. I think that they've tricked us into living our lives to benefit them, and then we think that when they do something that benefits them, it's great.
I don't agree with that. Well, I mean, because they all start as, and I know there's obviously generational fucking families of like wealth. Like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like fucking Elon, Bezos, like fucking Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg sucks. They all suck. You've literally listed.
I like Zuckerberg like just simply because like the fucking. I really got into like the founding of Facebook and all that shit. Like. I fuck with Zuck. I know he's like literally a robot human who's already in the metaverse and put an Instagram filter on New York City the other day. But fucking, I fuck with him. Like I know I have every reason to not like him, but like I do like him.
He's a fucking lizard who fucks children.
You ever see the fucking, and we might need to put this clip in, the one where he's talking about barbecue sauce? He's like, I got barbecue sauce on.
Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's.
I got Sweet Baby Ray's on me everywhere I go.
And then like in every like fucking thing that he does now, he's got like Sweet Baby Ray's on like in the
background.
Back.
Dude, I think that's a psyops. I think he's just fucking with people.
No, I think this is literally how retarded I think because people make memes about that, he puts that in the back because he's like, they like this.
Yeah.
They like this. They don't get the irony of this crazy. This dude is fucking bonkers. I remember seeing shit about him when like Facebook first started like blowing up, and it was like, oh, all these billionaires are out here wearing Gucci, driving like Rolls Royce. He drives a Honda Civic and wears like sweats and like a fucking t-shirt from Walmart.
Well, that's the Warren Buffett thing. It's like, oh, he eats a McChicken sandwich every morning, or he eats a McGriddle, depending on how many cents his wife leaves out for him every morning.
Fuck that. Fuck all of them. I hate those people. They stink.
I love billionaires.
Like billionaires.
I think they're aspirational.
They're not.
I don't think they're.
If you aspire to be Warren Buffett, fuck you.
Why, dude? Warren Buffett's got such a sick come-up story. We might need to get into all of the billionaires' fucking come-up stories.
Listen, I don't give homeless people money because I don't like homeless people. They suck. Right? But
well, the thing about billionaires is I think that
I give people in my community money. I take care of people in my community.
Sure.
I don't have a lot of money,
yeah,
but I'll help people out because I feel like if you have the ability to bless somebody, you should bless them. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's like super easy. It's just like it's simple shit too. Like one time I remember I was out with my now wife, then girlfriend. Went out and there was a lady in the fucking parking lot of a Walmart in the ghetto, and she was like, "Oh, my daughter's in the hospital. She left me with her kids, and I don't have anything to feed them." And like I'm like, well, "Do you have any money? Can you help me out?" And I was like, "I'm not gonna give you money, but how about we go into Walmart right here, and I'll let you pick out some groceries for them." And I let my wife walk around Walmart, filled up an entire cart, and I paid like $300. I'm not asking for anybody to suck my cock on that. I'm just saying,
it's a nice thing to do.
That's some cool shit to do.
Yeah.
Warren Buffett has never done that.
I don't know about that.
Warren Buffett has given into fucking probably charities that give him money back.
Probably, and I mean, that gets into a whole different conversation about avoiding taxes and other things like that. But no, my point is, no one's made more millionaires, no one's made more thousandaires, no one's made more 100,000aires than billionaires. No one's given back to their community more than billionaires. They create jobs. True. They create fucking...
They've stolen from their communities is what I think.
I mean, Bezos specifically, he employs 1 million people, like over 1 million people.
Sure.
That feed their families off that go to work. That like he makes money off of it.
Yeah.
So, so he can expand his business.
If you don't do
he operated.
If you're not active on your fucking iPad at work for 30 seconds, you're fired.
Okay.
If you get a 5-minute fucking break, you can go into their fucking their little cubicle thing that they invented for stress-free environment. Get inside of the pod, bitch.
Sure, and we talked to that girl walking down the street the other day that said they were starting people at $22 an hour at the fucking fulfillment center.
Yeah,
so,
but who gives a fuck?
Yeah, it's a high-performance fucking company that needs to move quick, that has crazy standards, and if you don't fit up to that, that's fine. You could get fired. But also, how is that taking advantage of anybody? Like, it's not...
Because all they're doing is they don't
have to work there. They could come work here.
There's making
a plethora of jobs everywhere.
$22 an hour is not good money.
I'm not saying it's good money, but it's also not good work. You're just fucking moving boxes.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, it's just one of those things where it's like, if you're gonna have all these retarded fucking, like, requirements, all those big fucking requirements, you can't take a day off of vacation. You don't get PTO, by the way. I don't know if that's true. That might be fake, but from what I've heard, you don't get PTO. You can't take a piss break for more than 1 minute and 30 seconds. They have all these fucking retarded, like, requirements. If you take too many days off of fucking, like, you get sick for a week, you're out of there, buddy. You're done. You're gone. That's it. You've lost the job that puts food on your table. I'm sorry, but that's the thing I'm talking about.
I mean, these all sound like...
It's a high-performance job. Oh, it's a high-performance job that's paying $22 an hour when fucking... That's $15 an hour like 5 years ago.
Sure. Like, you didn't say anything that was incorrect, but I also don't think that's like an egregious human violation. Like,
it is a human violation.
The actual things that, like, you could talk about against these companies are, like, the actual human rights violations going on in, like, China and, like, emerald mines in the fucking Sudan and shit like that. Like, those are, like, actual...
Here's the thing that pisses me off.
Paying Americans $22 an hour to move some fucking boxes is unbelievable compared to... Dude, what's the minimum wage? $7.25 federal minimum minimum wage. I assume that might have gone up since then, but $22 an hour, what do you need me to do? Like,
Can I just say a quick side note? You didn't have that locked back. You're literally standing in front of a fucking labor certificate. I'm not letting you walk away with that one. You looked to the right, look at the giant required
it says federal minimum wage $7.25.
You look right at that sign. Just want you to know you didn't have that locked back, and I think the viewers need to know that. Cool.
I mean, they would call out TV producers for using a fucking teleprompter. I can't look at my fucking surroundings.
Not a teleprompter. You look to your right.
I can't use my surroundings.
We don't got teleprompters. I saw those little eyes locking on the 725.
I know where it is. I've studied this sign. I've gone through everything.
I don't think that they're doing anything good for the world. I think they're just. Because that's the thing is, great. They're paying you $22 to move box. Where are you going from there? You can be a manager. Cool. Where are you going from there?
I don't know.
Nowhere.
Okay,
you're gonna be moving boxes for the rest of your fucking life, and you're gonna get what I give you.
Well, hopefully you could use it as a stepping stone to another job.
Yeah, stepping stone into a managerial position. Congratulations.
Into another company. I'm just saying this is used
really
to
hard
support
for the rest
yourself.
Of your life.
Well, I'm not planning on being what we do right now for the rest of my life, and I also don't think this gives me any benefits in any other sort of human endeavor. Neither. But I also get paid less than those fucking Amazon people.
Understand? So if this thing takes off, I will be one of those billionaires. I will be a piece of shit. You're not seeing $1 out of me. I will employ Mexicans to raise my bottom line.
But what I'm saying is, like, I don't understand the, like, egregious hatred towards these people when, like, all they're doing is using a system better than you, and it's...
No. It's not that. What it is I don't mind the game we're playing because I know that I'm okay at it.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
The game we're playing allows you to make, it's not a winnable game. There's no win unless you're fucking Jeff Bezos. They've won. I'm saying it's a game that when you play it, you can do good, and if you lose, you lose bad. My problem is what have any of their contributions done to warrant me having to like them? I don't like a lot of people. And it's not like for any reason. I don't like people. I think people typically suck. I think there's a good amount of people who are awesome and they're great. I think most people on Earth are robots that literally, and I don't mean that literally, I mean like they're just robots who do this, go to sleep, wake up, do this. And that's all they do, and I think that that's fine and all. There's people who just, they're just not my kind of people, and that's why I don't like a lot of people. I can be very conversational, very nice, and I'm very cordial, but at the end of the day, that dude who fucking earlier did the shit all the way over there and all the way back because this retard didn't know what the fuck he was doing when he got here.
Yes.
That shit's retarded. I don't like him. He sucks. He stinks. He doesn't think 2 steps ahead of himself.
Yeah.
I think most people...
I think a lot of people are like that. I think
a lot of people are cool.
I'm trying to think of, like...
What contribute...
Why do I agree. I don't like people... I'm not disagreeing with you, but, like...
Why do I have to like... Jeff Bezos? Give me one reason why I have to like him.
You don't have to do anything, but like I just think it's a cool because like you enjoy the game, like I enjoy the game, like they do it very well, and there's a lot to learn from them, even if it's not on the same scale. Like I'm not trying to be a fucking
I've learned a lot.
I don't want to be the richest guy in the world.
I've learned a lot from Jeff Bezos. I've learned that if you have a product on his fucking app on Amazon and it performs better than anything he has, he'll kick you off of his app, make his own version of it, market it under Amazon Basics, and then congratulations, you played yourself, fool.
Yeah, you played yourself. You got.
Yeah.
That's the game out there.
Real cool.
Find a new product.
Yeah, find a new product. Find a new house. Find a new job. Find a new this.
It's such a different world. It's all electronic. Like you could literally sell things just by drop shipping. Like fucking getting the information, getting a picture from one place, sending it to the other guy, selling it before you even have product. Like you don't even need to touch things to make money now.
That is cool. I do agree. Drop shipping is dope. Can I just say,
Amazon has set up one of the biggest networks for regular people to have access to make really good money.
Quick side note, eBay fucking stinks. I hate eBay.
Yeah.
eBay fucking reeks. I tried to drop ship fucking headphones on there one time, and this one dude tried to scam me out of like a bunch of money. He was like, I'll buy this, but I need you to like send it first and this, that, and the third. Like just tried to scam me. And I'm like, listen, man, the rules are pretty clear.
Yeah.
You pay me, I get the money.
Yeah.
I ship your shit, you get the product.
Yes.
There's the beginning, the middle, and the end. That's it.
Yeah.
And like I reported him for trying to scam me.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, I sent them the chat logs, which if you read them, it's very like evident. This motherfucker's trying to scam me.
Yes.
They banned me indefinitely, and before they removed my listing and then banned me because I violated the terms and condition where apparently there's like a term or a condition that you cannot report buyers for scamming you because it's a bad look on the company. Fuck you, eBay. I hope that business falls apart. I hope your shit falls apart, but I hope that I can buy a couple of things before it does because eBay's actually pretty dope when you need to buy cool shit.
Yeah, they're the fucking... They're Craigslist now. Like they're a tier below.
I can't buy
They used to be a high tier.
I can't buy the materials to make a pound of thermite off of Amazon. I can buy it on eBay.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
pretty sick.
Let's get the fucking eBay CEO's address and send him an envelope full of fucking chloroform. Nah, fucking. What was it going around in those envelopes back in the day? That
Anthrax.
People anthrax. They were fucking getting people. We should send some Zyklon B.
Yeah, billionaires, I get it. I get what there is to like. I get what you're saying. It makes sense. You know, like it's like watching people. It's like the financial version of watching like a quarterback fucking just decimate at the game. It's one of those things where you're like, you admire the absolute like dedication to the game and how good they end up succeeding because of their dedication. Right. I don't buy into it. It's my thing of like, if it's in like finance, anything financial, anything like money wise, if you're not benefiting everybody, then fuck you. I don't care. And I don't mean like some communist bullshit. I don't like that shit. I don't feel
debatable. I'm not a communist. I'm the biggest fucking commie bastard I've ever met in my life.
I think that like point out a Christian billionaire, like a real Christian billionaire, and you won't find it because the point of getting like you at some point
there's a point that you need to sacrifice your morals for your money.
Right, but also when you're in that position, like there's definitely millionaires who are Christian and they give a lot to their community. They give a lot back. And they try to uplift their kind. Their kind being not white. I don't mean white. I mean like their kind as in like people in their area, like people they grew up with.
Yeah, whites.
Whites. Yeah, like I think like that. I think that's more admirable. I would appreciate seeing that a lot more. Like there's a fucking guy in South Tampa. He fucking runs. He runs the Radiant Church. That dude is every day in and out, going back and forth. His wife drives a fucking G-Wagon, and that guy gives back to the community. He gives out free movies. He bought an old movie theater. Lets you go in there to watch movies for free. His services are all free. He gives free coffee, free food, free everything. He's got a daycare in there.
And what? He's just a multi-billionaire or millionaire.
He's just a millionaire. It's like he's a preacher. Like he spreads the word of God. He gets obviously money from the donations and whatnot, but he spreads the word of God. Which if you care about it, you know, whatever. Who gives a fuck? But look at the results. Yeah. He's boosting people up a little bit. He's giving them a message that's gonna possibly change them for the better. Like he lets homeless people in there, he's got bathrooms in some of these places where they can take a shower and fucking get clean and stuff like that. He gives them a chance to be better. And I think that
you're describing fucking how I just described Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos does none of that. Jeff Bezos
doesn't give him the word of the Lord, but he gives him an opportunity to be better.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. He doesn't.
I mean, those are crazy. If you're actually getting paid $22 an hour, like that's a crazy fucking.
It's not.
I know it's not like in comparison to people make $100,000, $200,000 a year. I had to learn more. Like I get what you're saying. I had to learn more and do more things and have more responsibility under my belt to make that much money. And I'm gonna start making more than that. But my thing is that that's my problem with it, is that he employs 1 million people, right? When he raises the minimum wage, his minimum wage, it raises the wage around him. All he's doing is basically shutting out competition. He's using the marketplace of employees to manipulate the workforce so that shortages happen on other Walmart.
At Walmart, like fulfillment centers for
Target.
Walmart, or like smaller fulfillment centers that can't afford to pay that kind of shit for doing the simple task of moving boxes.
Yeah,
he can do that because he can take an L, and then what happens is when the price of everything goes up. Like in California, I can make fucking $30 an hour working at McDonald's. Yeah, exactly. That's fucking sick, dude. It's an easy job. I gotta just flip some patties. It's $1 million to buy a house. Good luck.
Yeah, exactly.
Good fucking luck. You gotta live with 42 roommates, all sucking each other's cocks because nobody wants to fuck you over there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, sorry. I don't mean to go off on these fucking wild tangents, but
you're good.
You gotta.
I'm just trying to think what to say. I'm at a loss for words right now.
At some point, like all it is he's playing the game. He's still playing the game. He's just using us as the game. He's using us as the pieces to move himself to a higher position.
The game.
That sucks. No, I hate it. It sucks. It stinks. He contributes nothing to society.
I would say
you could kill this motherfucker tomorrow,
it's more of a
and nothing will
symbiotic
change.
relationship, though. We're benefiting and he's benefiting.
We're not benefiting though.
Well, I'm benefiting
It's a
by being
short-term
able to
gain
order.
for a long-term loss.
I'm benefiting by being able to order any item in the fucking world and get it to my house in less than
Sick.
2 days.
Dope. That's cool.
Who else was doing it? No one.
No one. No. You're right. That's bomb.
That's a
cool as shit.
major transformation in the way humans live.
Right. Cool.
I'm not saying that that's like
Yeah,
anything.
no. I'm glad you can get a 12-pack of butt plugs next day shipped. That's fucking dope.
I mean, sometimes you got a baddie coming over. You got 6 fucking.
Yeah. Shit, I need 1 day. I need 1 day Astroglide. Hook me up, Basie.
Jesus Christ. No, but it's the game. Like, that's a very important contribution, and like it changes the way other businesses operate. It changes the way people operate. They're able to do things with much more efficiency that they would have had to go find a store 2 hours away and find that exact item. It changes the game completely, and it's like he's being compensated and valued for the exact weight of what he provided.
Yeah, but I don't know why it needs to. Fuck Jeff Bezos. Fuck Bill Gates. He contributes nothing. He's worse. I'm pretty sure he fucked a bunch of kids.
Yeah, Bill Gates is one.
I'm positive he fucked a bunch of kids.
Yeah, he's a suspect. He is number one suspect. I have the next question. I just wrote it down to who we sacrifice him when we get to Mars. It's Bill Gates. He's going off the fucking starship.
Bill Gates is getting fucking clapped. We're eating his fucking leg meat.
Elon's got one eject pod on the starship, and it's literally for Bill Gates. He's like, hey, Bill, we got a fucking special bed in there for you. Send him into the fucking stratosphere.
Make a U-turn back to Earth.
Yeah,
Good luck, bozo.
Yeah, have fun, bud. Good thing you already transferred all your money to Mars tokens, and we got it here. All right, what else we got to talk about? We've been talking about billionaires. Should we get a little into capitalism, or no? We'll just go to the presidential discussion.
I guess presidential. I mean, capitalism is broken.
Yeah, we've been talking. We'll
broken.
further dive deep into the capitalism.
Capitalism.
That's at the root of our whole fucking.
Here's the nice short answer to that. Capitalism is broken, but it's the best thing we got. So
That's fair. I love capitalism. It fucking gets my dick hard. All right.
Yeah, I can see. Jesus.
Imagine that. I just had a fucking
Rock hard.
12-incher right now.
Yeah.
2-incher. So we'll start with the Republican fucking side, just because obviously Joe Biden, there's no debate who's going to be the Democrat nominee. But did you see the fucking Mike Pence announced his candidacy? I can't even fucking talk right now. I gotta fucking...
Fuck Mike Pence. He sucks. He flipped real quick.
You don't like Mike Pence?
I think they've got something on him. I think he was really cool when he ran with Trump and was like, you know what, we're going to change some shit. And I think they fucking pulled out the, hey, remember when we videotaped you fucking 3 kids at once?
Jesus.
Remember when you were rubbing your cock on a toddler's forehead?
I love Mike Pence, dude. Mike Pence is like... I like DeSantis.
DeSantis needs to stay in Florida as a governor for a couple more years.
I don't get that. What hasn't he done in Florida? What needs to be done in Florida?
There's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. There's a lot of fixes. That thing with the whole immigrant thing, honestly, big win. I know that people are losing their shit. Ship them off.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm tired of... I'm Latin, so I can say all this shit. Not that was going to stop me.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, not that this was going to stop me either way, but honestly, here's my biggest problem with it. It's not because I don't like Hispanic people, and it's not because I don't like immigration. My parents came here illegally, thank you, God. But I don't for one reason. Because back in the day when they came here illegally, they had more of a chance. They got paid like normal people. It was just, these people do better work, so I'm going to pay them, appreciate them, and like... just, I don't have to pay taxes on these people, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Now it's, I can pay these people $5. The minimum wage is $15. You can't live on anything less than $10 an hour. Like, this is sweet. I can make my profits are gonna soar because of this, and it sucks because we've been psyops.
I would like to see the numbers on that, because I do know of, like, at least, like, I don't have the information around here, and like I know it's a completely separate problem in the South that is in the North.
I've had this argument with so many people, and the first thing they say is who's going to go out there and pick fruit for that low of money? Excuse me.
No, I don't disagree. I think they would do it, and I think that especially untaxed income, all cash, like it's like you're making it's like you're making $8 an hour.
Right.
But what I'm saying is they, like, at least up where I am, like, they are a lot of them up there. And there's like a fair amount of competition between them, and like they get paid pretty decently for what they do up there.
For landscaping, cool.
Roofing, construction.
I'm talking more of like they don't have to be paid that. Cool. It's cool that those business owners are doing that in your area. That's cool because there's competition.
Yeah, because there's a lot of competition.
And there's
that's
not a lot
thing.
of them there.
Yeah,
so obviously it's going to
fair.
be more competition. There's a bunch of them here.
Yeah.
And the biggest beef I have with it is one, they're fucking
I'm not
themselves.
saying they're paying him like a white guy. I'm just saying they're paying him more.
better. Yeah, they're paying him better.
They're paying him well up there.
Yeah. The slave owner's actually nice. Gives them a bone every once in a while.
You gotta stop saying slavery. You call the NFL players slaves and they make millions of fucking
They're
dollars.
slaves, and we'll talk about it
just
later.
because they can't speak,
They're
whatever.
slaves. We'll talk about it
I'll give
later.
up my free speech publicly. I can say whatever I want.
You're
My
a slave.
just because I can have
You're
a
a slave.
podcast and say that
LeBron is
fucking
a slave.
George Soros owns my fucking nuts.
They own them. They own them.
Yeah, okay.
That money is gone. That money is gone. You
And-
saw it with Kanye. Let them talk
Kanye's
out of
still
turn.
an 800, 900 millionaire.
He was
at
a
least, and
fucking
is
multi-billionaire.
back on track to be over $1 billion.
He was a multi-billionaire. Gone.
Yes, and
Gone.
also over 10 years probably would have been 10, 15 billion dollars, like
Gone.
over time. I know, gone. I agree with that. But he also said he likes Hitler. There's a few things white guy can't say the N-word. Anybody can't say they like Hitler. Dude, he was just trying to, and I know we're not on Kanye right now.
It always comes back to Kanye.
He was just doing the bullshit fucking thing that we've seen thousands of times where people are trying to spread the message of Jesus. It's like, love everybody, forgive everybody. Everybody has value, whether it's to teach a lesson, whether it's to show the wrong way to do something. But Jesus loves everybody, so yeah, he loves everybody. And that's all he was fucking doing, and he was just being shocking about it.
Yeah.
And also, there's some underlying fucking, I think he wanted to get out of the fucking Adidas deal and some other things like that.
Yeah, I think that had more to do with it. I think he was like...
But that's always
This
been
is
his
a raw
message,
deal.
dude. He's always been, from the beginning, like, Jesus walks. Like, on that song, he's like, they could rap about anything except for Jesus. It's like, he's been on that wave, like, forever. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's not shocking that Kanye said he loves Hitler. He doesn't love what he did. Like, he never said that. Also, he didn't post a swastika to Twitter. He posted the fucking... It's a Jewish star and a swastika together, and it's the sign of ultimate peace, because if those are the two biggest opposing forces, and they're able to have peace, it's like an ultimate sign of peace. But
Yeah.
I digress. What's
Nazi
our topic that we're on?
sympathizer K-Dog over here.
Whoa. First of all, I'm not saying anything like that. The thing is I hate what he's doing, but if he comes to me and says, I gotta be his top guy...
You can't burn that kind of dedication.
Oh no, I'm Hitler's top guy. Dude, that's got to be our only goal, is to get Sam Hyde on this fucking podcast.
Oh my
Sitting
God.
right there in the wheelchair.
Yeah, get him a fucking job, get him a shirt. We're
No, we
all
don't need it.
fired.
Just
that's
one-
the end. That's the last episode.
Just one episode, we sneak him in here, we put him up, we get him a room at the local establishment that we could get him a room at.
yeah.
And we have him sitting right here. That's all we need. We need Hitler's top guy. And then we can end the podcast. We can both jump off the fucking roof of this building and fucking
really end it with a bang.
Yeah, because it doesn't get better than that. All right, we're talking about Republican presidential
know how we got to
nominations.
fucking
There's RFK, there's Donnie T, there's Ron DeSantis, now Mike Pence. And there's also some other guy.
RFK.
Yeah, RFK, Robert F. Kennedy.
Oh yeah, the junior.
He went to
It's
the-
really gonna be RFK versus Trump. Trump's gonna win. He's got 4 years left.
Well, I think
RFK
DeSantis-
next. I don't think DeSantis. DeSantis is still in Florida. The whole immigration thing. Before we go on, the whole immigration thing. They just want to pay. Businesses just want to pay people as little as possible, so they're fine with making these people live in 45 people to one house to be able to afford rent, because they'd rather be here than getting fucking beheaded in Mexico. And I say it'd be better if, one, we just made immigration easier so they can actually have papers and people can't take advantage of them.
Agreed.
And two, maybe we can make their situation back home better. And then they don't have to leave where they grew up. They don't have to leave their family home because we keep buying drugs from them. That's all I'm saying. I'm
those
saying
are
that
two ideas that do not sound like they'd come out of your mouth.
Those
are two very like
very nice.
Middle of the road, non-extreme, great ideas that you're growing, you're changing, man. You're evolving.
I've been very consistent on this.
You're evolving.
I care more about the people that are.
On episode
it sucks
1,
their situation, but we can't change anything if they're just roaming around America. Fucking what is it now? Fucking 20, 30 million deep. We can't change shit with that. They got to get the fuck out of here first.
Yeah.
We need to get them back where the fuck they came. They need to go back, fix their shit, and then if they come here to get better, great. Listen, I come from an immigrant family.
Yeah.
Both of my parents came from 2 different countries. Most of my family is still undocumented, and I don't want them to go back. I really don't. But even they admit they were living better over there than they were here.
Yeah.
Both my aunt and uncle are eating digs here. You know what they used to do? First off, my uncle moves fucking boxes and paints. My aunt makes food all day for basically nothing. My aunt used to be like a loan officer for like one of the biggest banks in that country. And in their fake fucking monopoly money, she made enough to build her own house, have a house, do anything they wanted, come here, vacation, go back.
Yeah.
My uncle was the lead advertiser for, like, the lead graphical design or lead advertising or whatever for Coca-Cola in that country, which is a big fucking job.
Yeah.
They were both at the top of their game. They literally owned the equivalent of a mansion.
Yeah.
Had all the coolest shit. They would come here vacation, go do this, all their cool shit. They had money to blow like that, and it's all because they had the thing there. They were sold a false promise of they'll have a better life here, and they came here, had a kid here. Well, no. Yeah, they have had 2 kids here. They brought a kid here. He didn't have papers. He's had to fight to get his shit. He finally got his shit. He's in Cali making $50 an hour as a fucking graphic or something. He works on AI. I don't fucking know. I love the kid to death. I'm glad. I'm very happy for him. I love them to death, but they both wish they had never come here.
Yeah?
They both wish they would have stayed where they were. They've had nothing but problems since they got here. My uncle got arrested for driving without a license in fucking Orlando. Had to spend 2 days in county.
Got his ass.
Yeah.
Got his ass.
Yeah, we had to lie to our fucking the little boy because he was like, he didn't know where he was. Oh, he's just fucking hanging out there.
He's out.
Meanwhile, we're freaking the fuck out because we're like, oh shit, is he gonna get sent back? Or we're gonna have to fucking tell him he went to La La Land and then he'll be back soon. Because first thing, they came here on a fucking visiting visa, and then they just overstayed, and then they just chilled.
Yeah.
Which means that they've been here for so long now that their information over there, like their social,
is gone.
That shit doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
They're no longer citizens anywhere. So
that's wild. That's a crazy thing to be.
If they get sent back, they're fucked. They're going to prison.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing, is it's causing...
Well, that's why I don't think sending them back is the right answer, just because...
You can't keep them here.
You could keep a lot of the law-abiding ones that are providing for their families here and then transition them to become American citizens. Why?
No.
Sending them back is the most egregious...
We cannot fucking pay for people who break the law. We cannot make that distinction. We cannot do that. That's not fair to anybody. It's not fair to say, you crossed the border, now all these people who did it the right way and are waiting the right way to get their papers, they have to wait longer because you did this, so why don't you stay here, and while we're getting your paperwork filled out ahead of all these people who've paid money into the system, have started the process come here.
Well, I think the process is fucking ridiculous.
By the way, everybody's like, oh, you're racist if you say, no, I'm like, no, you're not. If you're not racist if you think that immigration is bad. Illegal immigration, that is. Because there's people in India on a fucking wait list to get here to fucking work in like tech, to actually make money. Yeah. There's people from Germany to work in engineering jobs here that can't come here because, we got fucking 30 million Mexicans.
There's this show that I watch.
We don't need to be a country full of Mexicans, immigrants, to be a country of immigrants. We can just be a country of immigrants from all over the world. And I think that we're really shooting ourselves in the foot by only accepting one kind of people because they're the pre-approved ones.
It's not only Mexicans coming through Mexico.
It's south of Mexico is just South Mexico.
Yeah, but it's also like RFK went to the border and he was shooting a video and it was...
I thought you were going to say he was shooting shooting Mexicans.
That'd be sick.
That'd be fucking dope. Live leak, like fucking exclusive.
Wei Zhongjiang.
Yeah.
But it was like Mongolians. Like there's groups of like people, they go into Mexico and then come through. So like it's all legal immigration, but it's like the people who haven't been approved. But I just think the undertaking of actually shipping them back, like actually shipping back criminals, which is something we don't even do, is something that like should be more heavily invested in, more actually done. But like actual families like that are set up and established here, I understand they broke the law. I understand it's not right, it's not fair, but I just don't think it's cost effective or effective in the end goal of what we want to create to ship them back.
I think the only reason we've been psyops into believing they should stay here is because one side of the aisle wants to use them for votes, like in California and in New York, or in Maryland, where they can't
use
vote.
them for votes when they're illegal.
You do use them.
Well,
in California, you can get a driver's license. They changed the law to mean that all you need in California to vote is a driver's license.
They use everybody who's ever been registered from 1804 on to vote.
Yeah,
I understand they're going to use them, but
30 million extra ones fucking pad the numbers real nice. And that's the thing, is they're using them as a tool. They've made them modern day slaves, because all they're doing is they're waiving the possibility of papers and citizenship here. That's never going to happen, because they're going to do what they did with the black community, where they basically are constantly promising them all these fixes, all these things, and they've psyops them into believing these are the only people that are going to do anything for them. And meanwhile, behind their backs, they're profiting off of their misery. At the end of the day, that's what it is. It's a bunch of billionaires.
I don't think it's that far-fetched. Like, I understand, like, you had that story, and, like, obviously it's not all fucking sunshine and rainbows once you get over here. It's obviously a tough environment, especially now, like, the way it is. It's not like the 80s where you could just buy a house for 60 grand and then 20 years later it's 300 grand. No, you have to buy in at 500 grand and hope that it doesn't fucking get taken out during the next market crash. Like, it's a completely different world we live in now, and obviously, like, there's gonna be success stories and failures and shit like that, but I agree, it's not the same fucking dream that it once was. Stop fucking doing that when I'm saying things. It's so annoying.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
I hate you. Next topic. I'm done with immigration. I don't give a fuck anymore. That was ridiculous.
I think Trump needs to win, but he's not gonna, because right now they're trying to get him on the
Well, he just got indicted again. He got indicted on those.
That's dumb. They didn't
It's
get the fuck over
crazy,
that.
dude. They're
That's
literally targeting him.
It's not gonna go anywhere, by the way, because he's just gonna pull out the classic fucking.
Well, they're
Biden
gonna
did it. And they were in his garage to this day. And Obama did it, and he still has them.
Well, yeah, that'll be a very big miscalculation by the DOJ to go after him for that.
They're not going at. They're going to drop the case right after the elections. They just don't want him to get elected.
Well, I think the nail in the coffin is going to be the Georgia one, where he said, "Can you find me these votes?" But I mean,
I think what they'll probably end up doing is right before the actual elections.
That's when that one's going to drop.
They're going to say, "Oh, you know what? There was fraud during the 2020 election, so we're going to give you your presidency back. Let him be president for that." And technically, he would have served his 4 years without being able to actually change anything or put anything into effect.
Well, there's no way they're just going to admit that.
Yeah.
Unless
I think
it's
that's
like
a bigger possibility than just fucking cheating again.
Than
they
them
can't
cheating
cheat again.
again.
They can't.
We didn't catch them.
We did catch them.
The government didn't catch themselves.
Well, yeah. The government, turns out, they investigated themselves, and they didn't find anything wrong with what they did.
That is a big issue.
The FBI is under fire. The FBI is under fire. CIA is under fire. Like, a lot of these big fucking people are starting to wake up to the fact that we have a bunch of unelected bureaucrats running our lives. Like the ATF telling us we can't just own whatever we want, or we can't make our own beer, we can't make our own shit, we can't grow our own tobacco and fucking roll our own shit without giving 10% to the big guy.
Yeah, without sending the envelopes up, kick them up.
Kick them up, right? Taxes are the biggest fucking most retarded thing ever. It's so dumb. It's just so stupid. A lot of these like public essential services that we have are fucking not essential at all. They're just fucking worthless.
Well,
what do we need
that's
the EPA
thing.
for?
When you hear about any big amount of money, like that whole Elon thing where we talked about it already, I think this was on the Fantasy Files, but when they said $6 billion will cure world hunger, and then it's like you say, okay, yeah, I'll give you $6 billion Tell me what percent of this is actually being used on like these services and shit.
And they're like, oh yeah, we can't. Well, that's
It's like 20% of the money. It's like 20% of the money, and then the other 80% is going to like administrative costs. And it's like, who the fuck's? Where is this money going? Like, people are making so much fucking. I can't even look at you, dude, because and then I start thinking about it, and then I stop thinking about what I'm gonna say, and it's fucked.
I have no clue what you're talking about. You're losing your marbles.
This is why we need the video. This is why we need the video.
Yeah,
so that people can see your antics, Ronald.
Yeah, I think you're lying. I think you're making it
This
up.
kid's taking his nipples out in the middle of my fucking me talking about actual things that are gonna affect people, and Ronnie's fucking rubbing his clit. All right, so who will be the next president? Biden, because the fucking Democrats are gonna steal the goddamn election. Yeah.
Thank God. Next topic.
I wouldn't be surprised if literally he swears in and then just falls to the ground, and then it's over, and then he's done his job, and then Kamala takes over.
I'm gonna suck cock until I get to the top. That's literally what she did, by the way.
We finally made it. You know where we are? You know where we are in the episode?
No.
What's next?
No.
Oh, well, we still didn't even get into, like, a little bit of the Mike Pence and fucking DeSantis.
Fuck Mike Pence, he stinks. DeSantis needs to stay his ass.
DeSantis and Mike Pence both took their first shots at Donnie T.
Yeah, whatever.
And they were both
deaf ears.
DeSantis said he moved his whole family and all of his business operations to our state under my leadership.
Yeah, because you're his fucking boy.
And because he's good at his job. And he's a good fucking leader.
He's a good leader. I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying choked out in jiu-jitsu. Fucking, that's hilarious.
Did you see that? Fucking Mark Zuckerberg got choked out. And then he put in like a correction to the story. And he was like, I did not get choked out. He's like, make sure you write this, New York Times. Like, he made them write a correction to the story. And it was like, Zuckerberg and his coach confirmed he was not choked out. He was just making weird noises. It's like, dude, if you gotta have your fucking coach call in the paper and say you didn't get choked out, you got choked out. There's no doubt about it.
That's fucking hilarious.
And then Mike Pence. This is the video I wanted to show you, dude. This is the actual argument that I think can lose Trump the election. Not that it's like a death blow or whatever. It's not like a fucking grabbed her by the pussy situation. But I just think it's like this is what Pence was saying.
As I've said many times, on that fateful day, President Trump's words were reckless.
Oh my God. Fuck you.
He endangered my family and everyone at the Capitol. But the American people deserve to know that on that day, President Trump also demanded that I choose between him and the Constitution.
Oh, fuck you, you loser.
Now voters will be faced with the same choice. I chose the Constitution, and I always will.
The reason I think that's so significant, it's not because it's not something we haven't heard before, but it's coming from like a Republican, like, and it's like a different form of messaging than like the same, like, oh, Trump killed people on January 6th, like he's a Nazi fucking leader. Like,
people are gonna look right through that because that's the same shit that, what was the name of the guy who ran against Obama 2012? Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney was on that shit too. Honestly, Rhino. That's all people are gonna say. Those people that are in there, Democrat fucking paid crisis actors. I think he's gonna get.
Who's a rhino?
Pence.
Pence isn't a rhino. He's more Republican than fucking Trump.
Yeah. Well, clearly
Rhino? Dude, Pence is the biggest fucking righty of all time.
Yeah, sure. Well, he's preaching for the fucking Democrats right now.
Well, that's why Pence was chosen, because he's not like establishment, but he's like...
He's an establishment. He's an establishment punk.
Not as crazy as you'd think, though, because like he's like even more... He's like religious as fuck, like obviously, you know, like, but...
Clearly not.
What do you mean clearly not?
He's fucking lying on stage.
How's he lying on stage?
He's lying on stage. He made me choose between...
Trump was telling him to fucking overturn the election results. It doesn't matter even if you think that it's... Because he has the fucking power to basically say the election doesn't count. Like, the amount of authority granted to the vice president in those congressional meetings when they're doing the fucking counting of the votes and the tallying of the...
Everybody knew they were fucking fraud. Everybody knew there was fraud.
Everybody knew. It's got to be proven, and I understand people know. Obviously, they're the ones doing it. They know. I'm not saying Pence, but I'm saying the government. Obviously, they know.
I think Pence got thrown a nice little bone by being like branded to the new.
Well, I think Trump
people
betrayed Pence. Like Trump turned on Pence. Trump was talking shit about Pence before the January 6th. Dude, Trump was talking shit about Pence at that rally before Pence could have even
I'm sure it's
overturned
some
it or
shit
not.
like fucking they got the Pence. I'm sure it's some shit like that. Here's the thing.
Dude, I think Pence was just fed up with Trump's horseshit by the end of his term.
I think there's a lot of shit about Trump that's annoying as fuck, but I think that whether or not like that's your guy that you ran with, and clearly like no matter how you feel about like the shit he says, like clearly the shit he's doing is benefiting the country, and at some point you have to like kind of look back. I don't think I
think that's Pence's entire position is that.
Also, let me make it clear. I think Pence did the right thing by just continuing on.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like it is more dangerous to have like a rogue side of the government like going like just being like we're not going to do this.
Yeah.
So it definitely was the right way to go. My beef with it is he's preaching like fucking January 6th was not orchestrated and we don't know it already.
Yeah, well, the thing is like in public...
Nothing that Trump
we
did.
operate in a different world, though, dude. Like, you got to think like the average person. Like, I understand we don't think like that at all.
I don't think that the average person doesn't know that the election was fraud. I think people, even on the side that won... I know that it was fraud and are cool with it because they're like, at least it's not fucking Trump. At least it's not that guy.
I don't think so, dude. I think that's
so.
a.
I think you're giving. I think there's a lot of people who are just retarded, and those are definitely a good number of votes. But I don't think everybody is that retarded. I think enough people know that shit was fake.
I think it was play. I don't think so, dude. I don't know. We might need to take a little poll of our fucking audience. But
if you think
the thing is it wasn't.
Let's take a poll real quick. If you think that Trump was right, go ahead and like this podcast. If you think Pence was right, I need you to bomb the Capitol.
Oh my God!
I think my results will come in. It's a joke. It's not real. It's not real.
Dude, that shit's so funny when they riff that, and they'd say some fucking wild shit on that podcast. I gotta show you that fucking podcast. More episodes.
Yeah, but fucking.
I like Pence because of the exact reasons you were just saying. I think Pence is policy-wise, he's Trump 2.0, but like he's got the actual like temperament of a leader, not that. Dude, I don't fuck with Trump because I don't think he's like loyal like at all to anybody. Like immediately as soon as somebody has any sort of weakness, they don't even need to turn on Trump. He turns on them first before they could turn on him, and I hate that. I hate that quality.
I think that if you are looking at the government like a business, right, and I think that the only things that should be ran like business. So we're talking about
Fox News, they fire their top guy.
I think you do need to cut people out once they start kind of like
getting their own agendas,
their own position.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's a problem. I think you need people who know what they're doing and are confident in what they're doing. The second you start second-guessing yourself, that's when you start making big fucking mistakes. Let me give you a case in point. And it's not the same as their job. Their job is way more difficult. So it resonates a lot louder with them. If I'm a mechanic. So if I start second-guessing myself on a service, right? Right when I start going in, I'm going to make big fucking mistakes.
Yeah.
That's why I need to take my time and fucking focus on what I'm doing and do it right the first fucking time. There's no second guessing. There's no fucking it up because I know my capabilities and I'm not going above my capabilities. I'm doing what I know and I'm confident when I'm doing it. The second I lose confidence in what I'm doing, I'm fucking this car up. Yeah. And that's it, and the thing is the thing that I'm doing is already kind of like fucking expensive, right? If I fuck it up, it's 5 times more expensive. So I need to really be sure of myself.
Yeah.
Because if I fuck it up, I'm not only fucking up the thing that I was supposed to fix, I'm also fucking up
the
8
future.
Other things.
Yeah.
And so and that's the thing.
And not only are you fucking it up for yourself, but you're fucking it up for the customer and the business.
Exactly.
Because like it's such a high priority. Right. You need to have your vehicle on the road operation.
So when it comes to that, if he's dropping people left and right because they're just fucking starting to second guess themselves. We are gonna have an episode
about how big of fucking scumbags mechanics are, dude.
We got to. I have like so much inside scoop on them, and I'm actually one of the good ones.
Fucking hate mechanics.
Yeah.
Dude. This is
let's take a little break from all this political shit. Let's just talk about shitty mechanics.
Yeah, dude.
It's too serious in here.
Yeah, it is too. It's a little stuffy in this fucking room. You can't cut the tension with a knife.
Cut it with a cock,
dude. So I'm gonna keep this vague.
Yeah,
because I know these people. But my dad has like his boy, like his mechanic,
Right.
And he's great. Like, don't get me wrong. My Jeep's, like, obviously had all sorts of fucking problems and all these things. And I got to fix down here. I got to fix up there. And
the guys at Jay's Garage on 6th Street? Yeah, those guys are fucking cunts. Michael and June? Yeah, they're fucking assholes. Continue.
Yeah, literally in fucking Nebraska. Billings, Idaho, or whatever. Where are we from? Fucking
I think
Juneau, Oregon, or Juneau, Alaska. You'll find us out in the fucking mountains, don't worry. But, like, there was something fucked up about it, and, like, immediately, like, it stopped working again, and then, like, I had to pay way more to, like, get the new thing fixed, like, that was never broken in the first place. And it was this whole fucking, like, carried on situation like that. Like, I assume it was all on the up and up. Like, they're good guys. Like, I'm not, but it's just, like, the fact that, like, this new fucking thing broke. Dude, I wrote out the most scathing fucking Yelp Google review about it and didn't, like, publish it or whatever. But I literally spent like 2 hours just being like, these fucking criminals are scamming people.
Well,
I was like, these fucking low-life scumbag sons of bitches are fucking criminals and should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Well, and it's just, mechanics, if anything goes wrong in the process, that it just makes you so angry. And that intensifies it by the fact that, like, you know that there's shady mechanics out there, so you just automatically go in there
that they're all
not trusting them.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, like, so
them and tow truck drivers, dude.
Tow truck drivers are the fucking worst. But
tow truck drivers.
I love them when they're on my side, but when they're on the other side, oh, they stink.
Yeah, when you get got, it's no good. But when when the getting's good,
you got two of our fucking friends.
Let that be a lesson to the other employees at this establishment. Do your fucking job.
Cool. Were they guests or employees?
What, the cars?
Yeah.
That guy got guests. But I'm saying it's a warning to the employees because they didn't put the tags on them.
Fucking furious real quick. He was so fucking furious. He was like, yeah, this fucking guy fucked my morning up. I had these people screaming at him. And I was like, well, Gav, I talked to him. I was like, Gav, like...
They didn't put the tags on.
They didn't, first off,
they didn't put the license plates in the machine.
They didn't put the tags on. They didn't put the license plates in the machine. How the fuck are we supposed to know? It was a busy night, Memorial Day weekend. And
not only did they not put the license plates in the machine, the red Lexus, I searched it in the machine by make and model, and it wasn't in.
Yeah.
So,
because now they're just putting red Lexus car.
Yeah.
Red Lexus sedan. And I'm like, literally, we're not doing the thing we're supposed to be doing, and we're getting mad that these are the results. We literally tow cars because they cause a problem for us. And the one thing we were supposed to do is put license plates in, and we're just not doing that. So, it's not his fault. It's everybody else's fault. Sorry, like, I'm not taking blame for that.
Don't hate the player at the game.
Don't hate the player at the game. Tell him get better. Don't forget to take that out. 146
Dude,
is when it ended.
In the first episode, the radio going off, that shit's funny. That's hilarious. Funny. Just randomly in the middle of us debating crypto. Keys. Oh, we got a car up front. Oh, right, man. What were we just talking about? Fucking mechanics?
Yeah, we could go. No, mechanics are shit. Mechanics are shit, for sure. I'm one of the good ones. I never lie to my customers.
Same way you say you're one of the good whites.
Yeah, well, not white, so already a lie from the get. No, but
that's like saying Sean King isn't white though. Yeah. He's white as fuck.
He's white as fuck. That guy, the guy's got just a very convenient name.
Yeah.
I have people that'll come to the dealership and they fucking flip the fuck out because from the get they just don't trust you. They don't like you. They think they know what you're about and everything. And like honestly, I can't even be mad because like that's the way you gotta be.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you don't want people fucking.
But also,
shit.
You gotta
it's
remember
such a high investment in like a.
You also gotta remember, not everybody, and like sometimes your car does need some shit, right?
Yeah. Sometimes your car's just fucked.
Sometimes your car's fucked up. Right now we have a problem. I'm not gonna get too into details. I don't want people sending letters to my boss. We have a fucking problem where like engines are falling apart.
What at?
Yeah.
Your company?
At my company. Yeah, the engines are falling apart, and partially, it is the company's fault for a lot of the newer stuff. But at the same time, a lot of it is the fucking customer's fault because they don't do anything with their car. They drive their car like shit. They fucking heat that fucker up. They skip oil changes. They go fucking thousands of miles over, and frankly, their shit gets fucked up because they just drove it badly. If you only understood how many, if you only understood understood how many cars come through that are just hunks of shit because people fuck them up. I get that people don't like fucking feeling like they got ripped off. Sometimes the shit that we do, you gotta have it done.
Yeah.
You gotta have it done. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts. Sometimes there's shit you gotta get done that's like, it sucks, and even we don't want to do it. But like, you want your car to, you want your $80,000 investment to live longer than 3 years?
Dude, what really did it was I came here, and eventually it broke way more, so I assume what this guy did wasn't, but he like showed me like the things like that were like individually wrong with it, and obviously I don't know shit about cars. Like,
yeah,
he could show me anything in the world, but like this is like the one guy that like after he did what he did in my car, like it ran smooth as fuck for like a year, and then the whole fucking, the flywheel blew up, a fucking screw went through a pipe, like it was wild, like it was a whole thing, dude. I had to get that shit towed, like
they fucked you hard, huh?
And then, but that was when I was back home, and then I brought it to the place I was talking about it, then that shit happened, it broke again, so like the whole thing. But that guy, dude, there was like something, you know when you use the key to start it and you turn it, like the starter like got like bent or something, and the guy like broke the starter in half because like I would have had to get a whole new one. He like broke it and then like shifted it over, so like it was half the size, but it still made contact with it. And like the guy was like, you got a half a fucking starter in there. The next mechanic that I took it to, but it was working perfect. It worked for like a fucking year. Like he saved me a fuck ton of money by being like, I can do this, and then it exploded and I had to rebuilt entirely.
God.
Yeah,
thank God that he saved you money for a year and then you spent it all.
That was my boy though. That was
fuck it.
Yeah, that was one of the good ones.
I've had bad car experiences before I knew anything like as much as I know now about cars. I made a lot of retarded decisions that I probably shouldn't have done. I was like, these guys are trying to steal my money.
You gotta learn. You gotta learn,
and the hard way is the best way, honestly.
Yeah. Do you have any like really crazy, like you fuck somebody's car up? Like, what's the biggest fuck up you've ever had mechanicking?
So Dodge Chargers, they have a plastic screw for their oil.
Yeah.
And they also have a plastic
just like
screw
on the top of the tank,
like on the pan, they have a plastic thing.
Okay.
Some of them, not all of them.
Yeah.
It's a specific model in a specific year that has it.
Okay.
I happen to get that one.
Yeah.
But the transmission also has one that looks very similar. I drained the transmission and not the oil. And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get fired if they find out about this. So I just like stopped it halfway through, closed it back up, went to the oil, let that loose, did the oil change, let it go. It didn't drain a lot, but it drained enough. And the guy was like, the guy comes back and he's like, he started complaining that after he got his oil changed, his car drives like shit. No, it just wouldn't shift gears. It shifted real hard because it doesn't have not even. It was just like a.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just it fucking. All right, so here's what happened. It destroyed his transmission.
Yeah, as it would.
Brand new car, just trashed his transmission. And honestly, fuck this guy. This guy had a fucking Transformer Decepticon logo over his push to start.
Oh yeah, fuck
so I
this
want
guy.
him dead anyways. But
literally.
Yeah, that was the biggest.
What if you killed Optimus Prime?
I killed his fucking transmission. They had to send his car to the Dodge dealership to get a new one.
It's all right. He would have fixed it himself.
It was covered under warranty.
If it was a real old Transformer, I would have fixed it himself.
I got, things lined up so perfectly because this guy was a pain in the ass for months on some he was like, oh, you guys scratched my car, and I was like, dude, your car came in scratched because they took pictures before we actually did the service. This is years ago. This is when I worked at a fucking tire shop.
Yeah.
And it was really funny because my boss already did not like this guy. So when he was like, my car's driving like shit now. What did you guys do? He was like, listen, dude, we did the oil on your car. That's all we did, and nothing else. And I was fucking sitting there like, yeah, man, I don't know what to tell you. That's what I did. I did the thing, and I did it right. Yeah. From the get. Yeah. So it couldn't possibly be anything I did. Luckily, the warranty covered it through Dodge. They covered it. And I guess well, here's the biggest thing was
nobody ever found out.
Well, here's the thing. I almost fucked myself because when I did that, I was like, I need to put transmission fluid in this thing. Stat.
Yeah.
But this model of car doesn't have anywhere to fill the transmission from the top of the car or from anywhere. It's a sealed system. You have to do inline transfer, which basically means that while the car is running and the transmission is running and the pump in the transmission is going, it's pushing the old fluid through a machine to suck it out and then automatically filling it back in with the fluid.
The new shit.
So it's constantly
so the pressure
running.
Stays the same.
Right. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't fill it back up, but I'm desperately looking for a way to fill it back up. And at some point I was like, I gotta cut this loss. I just gotta let it go and hope that nothing goes wrong. And it went very wrong for that guy. He trashed that fucking thing. And by proxy, I trashed it. And,
he didn't do anything wrong.
That's the biggest mistake, and I have to make the distinction. That was like my 4th day on the job.
Yeah.
4th day on the job. I should not have been working on that car by myself, and I definitely was.
You always make some dumb mistakes when you start a job. You remember my first day here? Dude, I have 2 stories like that. We're not going to tell the world what we do, but we do have to drive cars for our job.
Yeah.
And the first day, someone parked the car on top of the fucking curb. It was on top of the thing that goes in front of the parking spot.
Now they know.
They don't know. Shit.
Yeah.
Work at a fucking auto dealership. Are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
We move them as
Find
security.
which one,
we
bitch.
move them into the security tent in fucking
Backlots. Anyways.
Spring Hill, Massachusetts. But one of our coworkers parked the car on top of the fucking concrete slab, and I pulled it off, and the whole front bumper of the fucking car fell off, and I didn't realize that I was dragging it in the fucking... I realized, I'm gonna stop capping now. I realized I knew what was going on, but I just pulled it up, and fucking I was busy, so I just left it hanging there.
That lady was pissed.
Oh, man. You know what another fucking early job fuck up was? I got a job at Friendly's when I was young.
Yeah.
Scooping ice cream. I was the fucking ice cream whore at the front. Hey, you want 2 scoops? You need a fucking cherry on top? I was that guy. And day one of my first things that I had to do was go get this barrel of cherries out of the fucking freezer or the fridge, wherever the fuck it was. And it was straight through, like, the grill area. I had to, like, walk past all the Mexicans. I had to fucking swim move Javi to get through. I come out of the freezer, dude, with the barrel of cherries, and it literally, as soon as I take my first step out, right behind the grill, like where they're cooking everything, drop the barrel of cherries, dude, covers. And when I say barrel of cherries, like I'm talking
It's like a
about
5-gallon bucket.
Yeah, like I'm talking about fucking 2 feet tall, 1.5 foot wide barrel of fucking maraschino cherries with the red sauce and all, dude. And it went everywhere. Like, it was literally like a fucking flood in the kitchen of cherries and covered the entire grill area. I had to clean it that night. They made me stay after and clean it. Dude, I was like 15, 16, whatever, working illegally at like 2:30 in the morning, scrubbing burnt marinaccio cherries off the back of the fucking oven at Friendly's, dude. It was wild.
You never made that mistake again, huh?
No, I didn't. I
quit.
never dropped cherries again
You
in my
quit,
life. I'll
huh?
tell you that. I did, though. I used to fucking abuse that place, dude. I gave away probably $4,000 worth of ice cream in my 5 months there. And I used to tell different girls, come through, I'll get you a fucking sundae.
Get you a little scoop,
Yeah, I'll
baby.
get you a little scoop. I'll hook you up with a scoop. Don't worry about it. On the house. And I told this girl to come, and it was like a little bit busier than I was expecting. So like I was working. I was like, yeah, just go sit in one of like the tables, one of the booths in the restaurant. And like I never had to leave the ice cream station. Like I stayed right there, but my fucking someone was like, go run the food out to a table, and it was like a tray full of like all these fucking foods, dude.
No.
And I see this girl out there, and I'm carrying the tray, like I'm being smooth as fuck. Like I'm like, how you doing? I turn to her and I talk to her for a second. It's all good. I say something funny. She fucking giggles, and I do like a spin move out of it, dude. And as I'm turning away from this girl, the whole fucking thing, dude. It was like, yeah, have you been to Friendly's? It was like the dunkable chickens with like all the barbecue sauces. There was sundaes. There was a salad with a godly amount of fucking ranch on it. Dude, sundaes, all of it on the ground, like gross, fucking smeared into the carpet at this Friendly's, dude. And this girl's just sitting there fucking looking at me. Oh my lord, dude, it was so fucking bad.
I made you want to kill yourself when you got home.
Oh, it was so bad,
That's
dude.
fucking
I think
hilarious.
I still think we fucking hooked up after it, but whatever.
Yeah, no, the worst thing I've ever seen somebody do is one time this one guy, he was a fucking like, he looked like a meth addict. The guy drove like a fucking Dodge Caravan from like the 90s. Yeah. And that's like the fucking Dodge, that's like the meth addict special right there. Like old fucking like American cars that are beat to shit.
Old.
This shit with dogged out.
Old Dodge.
But the guy, He was a shady character from the get. Comes
The
there,
old Dodge Caravan. That's what they're
Yeah.
sending up through our border.
Yeah, fucking full of it is actually a fucking caravan at the end of the day. But like the guy, he's like fucking working on a car. This fucking nice F-150 lifted up, like probably no, it was an F-250 lifted up,
Sheesh.
easily $100,000.
That's for those of you who aren't car guys. That's an F-150 with balls.
Yeah, that's a man's
They attach
F-150.
testicles to the back.
Yeah,
of
this
that.
thing had truck nuts on it, swinging hard. But like this thing was lifted from the factory. Like this thing was like a nice package. It was top of the line. It was like $120,000.
F-350's that on fucking TRT.
Yeah,
Continue.
but you should see a 550.
Oh my lord, I'm brick just thinking about it.
But this guy, right? They're like, oh, we need you to do these like these tires. Like they want the rotation, right? So they rotate the tires. The guy rotates them. By the way, those things weigh like fucking 120, 150 pounds. They're fucking heavy as shit. Imagine carrying that to the fucking back, pulling one. It's brutal for like $20.
Yeah,
It's
people do
brutal.
that to work out. They flip tires.
Yeah, they flip tires. Yeah, well, this isn't a place to work out. All right. So he does it. He has like the cheapest fucking tools because the guy just started. You got to buy your own tools. It's a tough gig, bro. It's brutal. Well, he fucking gets them all done. Fucking sends the car out. The guy gets on the fucking highway and the wheel flies off of this car and almost kills some lady.
Yeah.
The car fucked up. Just fucking landed on the. It just eats the brakes and fucking trashes this guy's $120,000. This is like the second oil change, by the way.
Oh man.
It's brutal. The guy comes back.
Those are always the wildest
With the
stories
car
when
on a
somebody
tow
buys
truck?
a brand new car and crashes it
Oh, my
right
God.
after they get on the lot.
No, this guy was fucking hot. The guy
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
torque down the wheels right. He didn't put enough force on them, so it flew the fuck off the car and nearly killed a bunch of people on the highway.
Oh my lord.
But the guy wasn't there that day.
The guy who did it?
The guy who did
Oh,
it
thank
wasn't
God.
there that day. He hears about it from the other guy, like his friend that he started with. He hears
Yeah.
about it, and he's like, "Hey, like, you fucked that car up."
It's hot out
It's
there in the
hot.
streets for you.
Yeah, they're like they're pissed, and he fucking cooks up a story about his brother's got like cancer, died or something.
Jesus,
Skips
always
fucking
the old
town.
family member illness story.
Yeah, the guy,
Get you out of
the
anything.
guy skipped town on that, and I had to sit there and fix this guy's
He
car
skipped town.
because of that. Yeah,
He dipped.
yeah, he dipped, dude. Fuck it.
Why? What was gonna happen to him?
'Cause
That
if you-
crazy.
You can when you're
You
a
could get-
mechanic, you get sued if you
Yeah.
fuck somebody's car and you kill somebody.
Yeah.
That guy was furious.
Yeah, I can imagine. Think about back in the day how cool it'd be to just commit a fucking crime in dip town. Like, no technology, nobody's getting me. Oh, yeah, I'm Dwayne fucking Baddington
Yeah,
in Massachusetts. But when you
yeah.
move to where we are in Billings, Indiana, I'll go by Chet Holmgren as my name.
Nobody's checking papers out here, dude.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Shit
Now,
is
but now
lax.
you're on video everywhere and fucking getting got by the fucking CCP.
CCP. Xi
With their
Jinping.
facial recognition
Jinping at your door.
features. All right, should we talk about it? Want to take a little break real quick and then come back? A little 5 minute, go make sure everything's all squared away.
Yeah, we've been going for 2 hours on the beat, so
Yeah, it's fine. We still have some more things to discuss. I'm not ready to end this one yet.
yeah,
this is gonna be
for
a,
sure. This is gonna be a 4-hour long one.
Yeah, I like that. I want that to be. This is a 5 minute break. This isn't a
No,
hang
for
around.
sure.
This is a little. All right,
We're
hit
gonna
pause.
we're gonna go ahead and take a break here. Enjoy the nice calming music.